Greetings, ladies and gentle players. It's another wonderful Friday. This June, I want to say, of 2024, making it a wonderful day for basics, as it has been a wonderful day for basics for about the last 10 years now. That is certainly a long time to be doing basics. Unfortunately, if we go back, it turns out, to some of my earliest basic videos, quality is just not quite there. Some of it's in bad resolution, some of it's blurrier, some of it's, the audio alone. Oh, so much worse audio. There's desk squeaking, mouse clicking. There's just weird background noises from like fans and air conditioning. It was a darker time. Which is the purpose of this video. I had the idea of going back and cleaning up some of the earliest content on my channel. Thought I would start with the basics. So as you can see, kind of, sort of, not really here in my editor, I have gone back and cleaned up some of this as best as I could, removing a lot of those annoying sounds, trying to improve the audio quality. I am by no means a professional at it, but I don't think I did that badly. So if you enjoy my basic series, here is how it all began with Season 1 of my basics, remastered with some notes thrown in. Enjoy!
Alright, so we're just going to open up with 4 floor points, because why not? We don't care about the opening, we don't care what he's doing, we're not going to play Chiseki, we're just going to play... okay, no Chiseki, no Chiseki. Directional play. Where's larger moves? Let's play large moves, that's it. Play large or go home. We're playing 8Q. Someone from the stream immediately found me, because I told you who we were playing. Not hard to find. Alright, so we don't need to play Chiseki, so what do we want to do? What's good here? It looks like this side's pretty large, this side's pretty large, this side's larger. I'm going to go ahead and play on this side, so I'm going to go ahead and defend myself. Alright, what do we do here? Do we extend? Do we Hane? If we Hane, we can read out that we were fine here, so we can go ahead and do so. Maybe, is this kind of fighting? Should I have just extended and then played a larger move? Yeah, maybe it will. Okay. You're right. I should have just backed off here. I should have backed off. No, we're not playing Chiseki. This isn't Chiseki. Okay, we're gonna connect here, because there's a cut point. We have cut points. Cut points are important. He can't cut through us. Take a large point. Don't want him to attack me. Alright, so we're not attacked. We've got 2 corners that we can approach. Let's go ahead and approach a corner. He's hitting my stone. I don't want to ignore hits to my stone, so I'm going to respond. He's splitting my group. I want to keep my group connected, so I'm going to respond. I don't want 2 weak groups. I don't want cut points, so I'm going to respond. I don't want to lose my group or my stone, so I'm going to respond. That doesn't seem to affect my group in any way, shape, or form, because this isn't threatening to kill anything, it's not threatening to cut anything. We seem to be good in here, so instead we can play a large move. What's a large move? Corner enclosures are large, approaching corners are large, and enclosing things are large. I think enclosing things are the largest of all of those. How do we adhere to the group? How do we adhere to our rules? We must adhere to the rules. I think if we're going to adhere to the rules, we need to just... yeah, surrounding is larger. Absolutely larger. Surrounding game. Go is a surrounding game, so we're gonna do that. Okay. All right, so we played the Hane. I'm worried about all my cut points, so I'm just not going to give him another one. Going to back off. If you place here again, we're going to make a table shape. Alright, he's splitting us. Generally, when they split, you push towards your influence, so I'm going to respond. I'm taking care of my cut points, so I can turn. I've taken care of my cut point. I got another one to worry about, so I'll take care of that one too. Okay. This is going to be a little bit difficult because I keep thinking immediately how to kill him for attacking me. What's important here? Keep connection to my stone is important here. So I need to connect to my stone. Okay, I've connected to my stone. We kept Sente, so we can play a larger move now. What's large? What's large? What's large? Technically, this is large because if we can read out the cut works, that's kind of nice to know. If we can't read out that cut works, then we need to make a large point. So we're making an extension from our enclosure. That's pretty large. Or we're defending against invasion. I think we can still make an extension from our enclosure, so I will go ahead and do so. Because that seems like one of the last large points on the board. Aside from this, but this is jumping into a pincer, so we want to be careful about doing that. He approached us. Gotta be careful. I don't want to get attacked there, so I'll defend my little stone. He's attacking me. Okay, he's attacking me. Let's rob his base and defend our corner. He did that. I'm allowed to respond to that one, right? Because I want to remain connected, right? We established that over here. Remaining connected is a good thing. So I can respond. He ignored the Atari, so we are allowed to do that. That doesn't hurt us in any way, shape, or form. It's not threatening to capture anything. Not threatening to cut anything. So we can go elsewhere. Let's see, our corner's good. The large one on top of the board was taken away from us. We can extend down here still, or we can approach. The approach is the right answer. The approach is the correct answer, but does it work with us? This is a bit more of an aggressive move. I'm going to play it. That sure ain't a table. Look, when we get into trouble, we make table shapes. Unfortunately, he hasn't allowed us to make a table shape. Can go into the corner. I want to remain connected, so I'm going to respond. Same thing. That's not threatening to cut us, not threatening to do anything. We might need a little bit more shape for our group, so I'll go ahead and give us some more shape. Rule number 1, always Tanuki. Okay, yeah. He's trying to save a cutting stone. Is it the largest stone on the board right now? What else can we do? Our corners are okay. Well, this corner's not completely okay. This corner's not completely okay. We can play the corners, or we can take one stone. I think corners are a little bit larger than one stone, so I'm going to take my corner. Nomad Farmer, yeah, we got table here. All right, can you cut through? Pokes, we can hover our mouse and even see the shape that's there. We can't really cut through, so we're okay. But we are being cut off on the left-hand side, so we probably want to protect our group. So I'm going to go ahead and just go and protect our group. There we go. Connecting on up. Looks like we're connected on up. Hurting my stone. I want to respond to that too. Okay. Again, I have to take my hand off the mouse because I instantly want to cut through him and kill him. Because it's a 2-space extension, we can cut through 2-space extensions, but does not really apply to what our rules are. So what do we do now? We have the corners. We have shape on the bottom. So, can we invade anything? We can't really invade anything. He's being a little bit annoying about that. Technically, there's also a co up here. There's like 100 different things that we can do. But what are we actually going to do? I'm gonna oh god. That can't possibly be right. Yeah. I want to so cut through this.
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna cap. We're gonna cap because we're gonna try to develop the center. Yeah, take the center. Take the center, boys. Alright, we're capping. Wow, being a beginner is harder than it looks. Okay. That's one stone he can take, we can connect, so we're fine. We're gonna enlarge our center. Okay. I don't want to be disconnected, so we're gonna push out and threaten to kill off the 2 stones. We're not sandbagging. We're being beginners. I guess we're gonna just. I don't know. Do I? We're gonna threaten to kill off the 2 stones. Threaten to kill off the 2 stones. God, I could kill off this group too. I can poke and threaten to take his stones, which allows me to Hane and connect back up. Okay. He's connecting to me. I want to keep him out of my middle. We're growing that middle. Alright, I got to evaluate the stones. Which one's weak? This one, Yutari's up, we're fine. Yutari's over, we're fine. Okay. Yutari's is down, we're fine. Yutari's is over, we're dead. So save that stone. Evaluation again. Yutari's is over, we're in trouble. No change here. Let's extend down again. I'm not fighting. Yutari's my stone. I don't want to give it up, so we're going to save it. Oh my god, I want to kill that so much. Okay. I want to not let him hide. I have 2 and 3 stones. I'm going to extend down again. Okay, we're extending. We have good shape. We have not let him Hane at the head of 2 and 3 stones. Okay, we Hane here. It doesn't freaking matter because I can target that straight up. Who cares? Correct move right now is to cap this and prevent him from connecting up. We can do it because this is fine. So I'm going to. I can read that we're fine. We can kill off this stone. Attaching to my stone again. I need to, like, pull back. Sorry. Had a, call there for a second. Alright, so if I cut him, am I in trouble? I cut him. He cuts me. Yutari. It doesn't seem like it goes anywhere. I can cut that off. But I'm connecting up. I'm gotta connect up. I can't kill. I'm gonna connect up. Bad things could happen if I let my stones get disconnected, so we're not letting ourselves get disconnected. That's all there is to it. We're connected. We're good. The bottom group is so dead. I'm going to push up, because I don't want them connecting to here. I'm going to push up. I don't want them connecting to here. Same thing. Same thing. Come on. Let's go. I'm going to Hane, because I don't want them connecting to there. Don't want them connecting to this group. Because that seems like a large thing, right? To be fair, he's playing on his phone, and he makes less misclicks than I do. That's amazing. This guy, man. This guy's got skills. I misclick, and I've got a razor death adder. Okay? This is because this is a cut point. I can't go anywhere. I don't want him to cut me. So I'm going to defend. Yeah, he makes fewer misclicks than I do. I average a misclick a game, man. Ugh, I could Hane here and he dies. But it looks like, do I Hane? Yeah, I guess we Hane here? And then I got to cut that off. Then I gotta keep him from connecting here. Lowering the DPI on my mouse? Really? Oh my god, I'm not connected to Pigeon? Oh no. Yeah, I still use Pigeon for one person. There's only one person that I have like on my aim. Yeah, I use that too. A friend from back in high school. He insists on aim. Do you guys even know what aim is? Alright. So we're connected. No, he did the thing. We're not connected. We have to be careful here. So yeah, I have like one person on that. Yeah, ICQ. I used to have him on ICQ too. But he gave up ICQ just for aim. Is there a timer in this game? Yeah, it's like 30 minutes. Alright, he connects underneath. Doesn't hurt us over here or there. Guess I can reduce him by a few points, huh? So okay, endgame. I guess we're endgame because this middle's fine. Corners are gone. We must be an endgame. So I'm gonna go down here first. Then I'm gonna Hane. B13 biggish? I think so. Oh, ooh, okay. I get to keep this stone killed. And I don't want to be Atari, so I'm going to extend. There we go. AIM was a thing before telegrams. About that, yeah. Yeah. Alright, I think we're done with this game. Go ahead and review it, I guess. I win by 26 points. Alright, cool. Go Visitor, I believe in you. You got this. Thanks for the game. Alright, he left. I can review. Review game. Alright, so basic game. Played high for reasons. I could play here because this doesn't work. But this would be completely okay. I could do that, that's fine. I connected because of a rule set that we were playing against. Same thing here, I wanted to make a base for myself because bases are important. So he approached, he responded. This is actually pretty correct, believe it or not. I wouldn't really change much of this until we get into here, where you have choices where you can like make enclosures, you could theoretically even try to attack a group up here if you wanted to, because this isn't the most immortal thing ever. So you could be aggressive here. You could also be aggressive here, because if you play something like this, and we play, I don't know, that again. I mean, is this really alive as is? You can question that, obviously. But yeah, just taking care of myself here in this game, you can see that we do pretty good. I'm not getting into anything complicated. I'm minding my own shape. I'm looking for large points. And that's all I'm doing. This could have been different. Like right here, I would never have actually played that in a real game, because I can see that this stone is way too weak in order to try to kill this. So I'd probably institute the Ko at this point. That's probably, yeah, I think that's where I would probably go. So I defended myself. Connected my only weak group up, because this is the only weak thing on the board right now that I had. This, I would stomp on its face in a heartbeat, because this can't go anywhere. I mean, you can Hane, right? But you can read that this isn't going to turn out very well. Because these stones are cut off. There's not a whole lot you can do about that. We went for influence instead. Defended our weak stones. And instead of all of this, he had the right idea here. He should just be making shape. He'd be going for any move that gets him shape. Instead, he just walked us into killing himself. We didn't want to do it. We were just playing one move at a time. And then that was the end of that, pretty much. And with that group dead, that's the end of the game. I mean, if I wanted to, I could have said no to this, because obviously there's, you know, Miai here. He played but that. No, not that, but whatever. I could actually go and kill off this group. There's no way on this planet that I'm gonna win these rules against a 3-Don. We'll give it a try. This is so bad. This is terrible. Wait, what? I can't... The names don't show up. The names never show up, stupid. Alright, whatever. Yeah, hello. Oh my god, and he's playing off star points? Alright, so one for 4 fours. Oh my god. I am about to vomit. Okay, so we're going for 4 fours on a cross opening. He's approaching. We're not going to do anything complicated. We're just going to back off. We're going to back off and be happy. You can see his style of play, though. On a non-basic note, he wants to just grow this area large. Unfortunately, it's not as large as he thinks it is. I will approach his corner, because we do corners, sides, then centers. Okay, this is the right move. If I play here, thinking I'm going to do basics, he's going to cross-cut me for a not basic game. I have to play here. Because he wants me to do this so he can, like, get into some of the complicated shenanigans. Okay, we're just going to extend. Yeah, this is basic. Yeah, buddy. Varsan, you are my friend. This is basic stuff. Oh, man, I love you, Varsan. We're going to go for max territory. Okay. This is fair enough. This is fair. If I could descend here, he extends and I boogie. I go here, but then it's a little bit... Which one's better? Dropping down? Or connecting? Does either of them, like, have bad things? If I play here, he plays there, I bug out, he turns... I guess it's a little weird, doesn't it? A little bit weird? Alright. I'll play here then, I think. Does this matter? I go here, he goes there. I connect, he connects, I play there, he gets Sente. But he's in this kind of shape, which is really tiny. I play here, he plays here. No, basics. Okay, what's basics? He's threatening to kill me, kill his stone. That's basic, right? Wow, I may have to give myself a mild concussion. Alright, I think this is fine. Okay, this is fine. Taking the corner, because, like, this is still small. He's, like, fighting for dear life to make this tiny area. Let's count it. Let's count it. This is, like, well, there's, like, we can't really count this. You're not supposed to count this, but let's, like, give him the benefit of the doubt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe, because we're not, like, supposed to count, like, this and this. This is, like, 15, 16, 17-ish points? Do I have that in the corners? I think so. And Comey? I think we're good to go. Right? So, like, right now, we're currently ahead. He's giving us 4th line territory, which is really sexy. I like 4th line territory. He wants to just grow this area. We could even play on the outside if we were, like, really, really jealous right now, but we're not. Instead, we're going to go corners, sides, and then centers, right? So, thing is, it's kind of, if you underestimate the influence, they really can make it grow, though. Like, I can envision this, and, like, this. Now it's harder to do this. If I play here, though, that's a huge corner. You should probably play here, and then try to make this grow. I think the enclosure is the right answer. So I've got corner. These 2 corners are open. My approaching him here, though, gives him more influence that he can use to build up this area. If I take this, he doesn't take this and continues to build. All I have to do is live in the middle. He has to go back and secure the corner, and I should be okay. We are gonna lose. It's only a matter of time. Because, like, right now I want to play on the inside, or something. He's still after that middle. Do I care? I guess so. If he gets this, and this activates again. Whatever. This corner is open, so I'm approaching. I'm gonna play here and then cut his large knight. More influence for him. I can cut here if he does anything weird. He's gonna back off. I'm alive in the corner. We're gonna start reducing the center. Play here first. Then cut. He draws back, I draw back? Or do we cut him? No. We extend first, right? And then we cut? This seems okay. He's still gonna get cut, though. This cutting stone and this... What is the point of this? I ladder? He just wants this drop down Incente, is that it? Oh, he wants this Incente. Screw that. I'm just gonna ladder this. Yeah, he's looking for a trick play. If I played here, he goes up again. And then if I like go up again, then he can connect here. So he gets this in for free, and then he can play here? Yeah, forget it. He dropped down? Okay. Now he's got this coming back to life, and a cut point still existing. If he goes here, I'm going to slice him. He'll get some territory here. I'm going to get a wall, and reduce this. Yep. Slice. He's backing off. Okay. Easy reduction. So the question now is... Basic, stupid, basic. Basic, what's basic here? What's the... Okay, don't try to kill. I thought about killing for a minute. We're not trying to kill, we're trying to play basic games. So, all we need to do is reduce, because we've got like 1 billion points, right? So, what's basic? What's basic here? What's basic? I play here, because this is Sente. And then I make shape, which is also a threat. If I push again, he's getting a very large area. So yeah, I want to make shape here. I want to make shape here because that's all we need. We just need shape in the middle. If I keep pushing this group owes me a move. This group already owes me a move. All I need to do is get shape here. If I get shape here, that threatens to kill this, because if I'm in here and I get to play here, he has nowhere to run, this group dies. So he owes me stuff. He owes me moves. Okay, right. Now all I need to do is just get shape. We're going to totally surround this group to get shape. Then we're going to go hyper into the middle, super fast. Then we're good. See, I'm just getting shape. We're not going to kill. We're just surrounding. Master of rewording things? What? How am I rewording things? I'm not trying to kill. I'm just surrounding things. What in the Sam? Oh god, is a triangle? I've got to play a triangle? Oh god, that's disgusting. I think he just died. I think that's dead, right? You can play here. Alright. His current move says that this doesn't matter. The fact that I can throw in here and kill him is relevant. Because he can kill me on the outside? Is that true? I play here and then he plays a Hane. Hane is scary. I bug out and call no joy. Maximize liberties. He pushes... No, if I get this, we're fine. Okay, so I go here, he goes here. I bug out and call no joy. I don't see how this can kill me. But fundamentally, is it better to not care about killing this group? Because he might wrap over my group and force me to kill. Is it better to go in the middle? Then he goes back here. And then... Skirt. I don't know. Okay. He clamped. The Ataris, I'm getting out. Exactly, Agraba. You are totally on the same page. I'm bugging. All we need now is max liberties. Okay, so we've got this, we've got this, we've got this. I can go here, I can even go here, but this is a little bit weird. I'll just go and try and surround these two liberties. I got these two stones, I guess. That's pretty sexy, right? Keep territory. Don't get lured into the middle. Don't get lured into the middle. If he wants to connect us up, that's fine. We'll surround this. Threatening to cut through this or kill off the cutting stones. Okay, cutting stones are now dead. This push and cut might be dead too, actually. I can push and cut. He Atari me down. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. In fact, he doesn't seem to care. He doesn't care, does he? I think the triangle's pretty good. Black's Moyo is 80-ish points. Yeah, I'm considering a little bit more reduction there, too. I'm not sure how many points I have. I know that this is mine. But this is mine. I can grow this. Tell you what, let's keep poking. Let's keep poking. With this dad, we're fine. Alright. Poke successful. Oh, yeah, I should have just pushed and cut. I just gave him a lot of points that way. Shoot. Shoot! That wasn't a good idea. Play here now? He turns. This is big. How do you have 2 and 3? That's Sentag. If I play here, we're fine though. Now he goes here, I descend. He goes here. Okay, that's Sentag again. Shoot. Yeah, we're fine. Your account is nostalgic too? Which account? You're saying that I should be counting? 4 corners plus dead group, not enough? I will squeak out a few more points out of him. Oh, the one I'm using right now. Ah, I see. So we have a few more points down in here, which is nice. Made quite a bit. There's reduction here that I can do. I can clamp and then extend up and go... He noticed. Did he defend against it, though? I play here... No, he didn't actually defend it. I can play here, and then there's still... Doot, dead, dead. Or he goes there, connects, and then... Something like that, yeah. We play here, because we can reduce. I can, like... That's kind of big. Maybe clamping here is good, too, huh? According to my count, you may want to count again. Really? Am I behind? So this is not enough. Middle's worth more, huh? Middle's worth more? That's sad. He's looking to cut through this? I don't think that matters. chose not to play the Atari. Okay. But it's fine. How much do we lose by? Oh my god, we barely win. Holy crap. Alright, so we win by 2.5. That's ridiculous. That was so bad. Like, back here. Like, I could just connect, and that's a humongous reduction. That's a huge, insane reduction. I played here instead. I mean, even over would be better. Even over is better than this crap that I just did, because he can't play here. So even the Hane over is fine. So yeah, that right there was like 11 points or something. That is a brilliant way to lose a game. Holy crap. So, ways that you could make this game more complicated. Yeah, like what I mentioned in the beginning, by the way. Usually when I see someone playing this Joseki, they want to do this kind of thing to make your life miserable. And there's no real reason to kind of like invite this kind of deal. I mean, this is just irritating. You'd have to like play here, then they play here. Then we're getting into this kind of variation, which is just like this fight that just bleh, like all over the place. So I wanted to avoid that one, absolutely. Wanted to avoid that. So we played this, which I liked. I really respect him for not playing anything weird here. I still agree that this is larger though, because I mean, in point count, if we can like count this for white, which is fairly safe to do right now, we've got a 20-point over a 20-point corner with Komi. So where does black have 20 points on this board right now? He has some influence, granted. But we already established that if we're counting stuff here, one corner alone, it's hard for him to come up with 20 points. He has to like come out this far to get out 20 points. Plus, I still have a corner which he can't currently match. So he needs to make this really, really big. So he tried. Only the problem is this isn't really, really big. He just tried to get an extra couple of points for himself. So that's kind of small, right? So here we pick up an extra bunch of points. He played there. We even got Sente with a bunch of points. So from here, no one should really be able to lose a game. I think it, you know, to be perfectly honest, I think all I need to do is just extend here, make sure I'm not surrounded. I think we should be okay. He played here, which is arguably okay. I suspect this would have been larger. Because he can't... Unless he plays a move like this, he can't seal this newfound area here with just one move. Because we can play on the outer edge of it. But what we're going to get's bigger, right? This isn't worth... Here we fight over the corner. He agreed to let this die, which was amazing. I wonder if this was better. I think this would have been actually a little bit better. But I was worried that he was just going to go and take this and go really huge into that middle. And I was a little bit worried about that. I wanted the wall. Because he needed to make shape here. He's surrounded. He didn't defend, so he's dead. Not sure if I made the right decision here. But I know I didn't make the right decision here. This should have ended the game. He can't Atari down. He has to drop down. Now he's alive. The cutting stones are dead. Doesn't get the large move in the middle anymore. And even this we can't really save. Right? Anyway. Next. So, now we're 5 down just playing basic. I don't think I've played anything really crazy in these games. It is so weird. I'm a 5 down account. Alright, so here we are against a 5Q player, and like I mentioned, I'm not going to do any kind of set Fuseki. I'm not even paying attention to what he played. I'm just plopping down 2 for 4 points. You can do 3, 4 points, you know, whatever you really want to do. Doesn't particularly matter for our intents and purposes. What we are going to do is we're going to adhere immediately to the theory of corner, sides, and then centers. So I'm going to ignore his side, and I'm going to approach a corner instead. I'm also going to give you coordinates. Alright, he pincered me. I have a choice. Anytime someone's pincering you, you can get out. But even 10 Qs know that jumping out from a pincer against the 4-4 is not really all that great. So instead, I'm going to go into the 3 and just choose to live. This is one of the only Joseki that I expect everybody to know, and if you do not know it, now you do, because he is playing correctly. This gives me the corner, this gives him a bet on the outside, and I can now mind my own business. Okay, he's approaching my corner, so under the rules of corner, side, center, I do want to respond to this. I don't want to go and respond over here, or try to do anything weird, tricky, and aggressive over here. So I'm just going to take my corner like so. Just really, really basic stuff. Really, really basic stuff. Occasionally I will point out alternatives that you could do, like I'm doing right now. For example, I see that I can extend still. There's a lot of room up here, so technically the 3-3 isn't really the largest point on the board, but that's okay. I'm going to defend my corner regardless. Okay, he defended himself. I'm actually impressed by that. Now, once again, we've got the theory of corner, sides, and centers. His 4-4 open, my 4-4 open. I can take an enclosure, or I can approach. Now, if we're going to approach from the largest side, and we can see this is not it. It is this. You can count the lines between the stones and realize that there's, you know, a larger area here than over here. It can be argued that the top is a forcing move, but if he ignores it, if you try to play a forcing move here and he ignores you, then you have to kind of get into a fight with him and say, okay, this move you need to be responded to, you need to do something with N3. We're trying to not get into fights. We're just trying to play strong, play direction of play large points, direction of play, and not really get into fighting. So I'm not really going to say that right now. Instead, I'm just going to go boop and approach his corner like so. All right. Well, I'm not a terrible fan of him pincering me again, but I still feel the same way I did last time. Jumping out doesn't really get me anything. It's going to give him a corner. I guess I'll explain this in detail since we've seen it twice now. If I jump out and he takes the corner, I'm saying my jump out is worth him keeping his corner, which I don't like because we haven't gained anything yet. I could then lean on this stone, and then I'm saying my leaning on this stone and giving me influence is worth giving him the territory. So my jump out is worth giving him free points, and my lean is worth giving him more points as well. And I don't see why I would make that declaration here. I mean, what would that wall really give me? So it doesn't really seem like a great idea. So I'm just going to go ahead and play here again. See what he does. He might block this way. He might not want to do mirror and go. Or no, it's not really mirror, but same thing. He might not. He should, because this is bad direction. Wall facing nowhere. There's no stone here. If there was a stone here, maybe, but there isn't, so bad idea. He does need to... Yep, drop down. You kind of, okay, yep. So we're playing the same thing. Same Joseki. This Joseki, expect everyone to know because it's just how to respond when you're approached. Same thing over here. Alright, he's approaching me. I will defend myself. Same thing over here. I will defend myself there as well. Not bad. A lot of Aji in here. I might be tempted to say I'm going to invade this, but I'm not going to do so right now. Instead, I'm going to go and mention the top. The only weak area on top of this board, because now we have Sente. Now the corners are already spoken for. We can look for other things in the mid-game. We are officially in mid-game now. Like, the opening is gone, right? Because the corner's spoken for. So, now we can look around for the weak groups. And what's the weakest thing on the board right now? And that seems to be this, because this is really, really strong. I mean, I can't even imagine where you'd possibly throw in a stone over here in order to try to do anything here, because it's nice, solid, struck shape. Here it's a bit weaker. There's 2 large knights. Maybe there's some Aji here, but this seems to be the weakest thing on the board. Mine are fine. My corner's strong. We've got small knights here and here, pretty strong. So this seems to be the weakest part of the board right now. So I'm going to approach it like so. Take away his ability to approach me, and maybe if he doesn't do something, I might try and do something instead. Ooh, gee. So he wants to play here. Well, right away I can see, even if you cannot, that if he throws in and connects, I can live back here, but I don't really want to potentially be surrounded that way. So I have 2 choices. I can come out, or I can kick. All right, and that's not really a kick. Is that a kick? No, it's kind of like a headbutt, right? And then come out. So, the interest of keeping things nice and simple, I will play not a Joseki. I'm just going to go and kick like so, or headbutt, or whatever this move is. Rightio. And then I'm also going to take away the extension from that move as well. Because now that he has a wall, he probably wants to extend from it. And now he cannot since I am here. Alright, so he's connecting up, so I can't really split this off very easily. So we're looking for weak groups again. Don't really see any, to be completely honest with you. But this stone still has something with it. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Interesting game. If I want to do something, I could get into a fight here. I don't really want to do that. I have to try to beat down that natural impulse to just make the board horribly complicated. Don't really want to do something like that. So instead, I'm going to cap this little low stone here and threaten to bring my stone on back out. He did respond to me. That gives me a forcing move over here. Hihane. Now this is interesting. These stones aren't connected, right? So I could connect up right now, or I can turn here because there's a bunch of different Atari around. So I will go ahead and make the turn. And then I will connect up like so. And that seems to be good enough for me. I mean, this little clumped up a group, that's all I really need. I don't really need to fight it and kill it. It's just been made really, really small. Well, I have not been, and that seems to be okay. Okay. So here he's trying to fight back. I have to decide how best I can defend myself. Well, let's see what shape we're making. If I play here, and he cuts me. Okay, that's a problem. He cuts me. He's got a bunch of liberties. Ooh, bunch of liberties. That's painful. But I can play here to make his life a little bit of a living, uncomfortable place. Now, despite the fact that I can actually read that, I'm not going to do it because it looks a little bit complicated because there's extensions and maybe there's throw-ins and Ataris and come-on-outs and what have you. So I'm actually going to connect here instead because I want to remain connected to my group. he goes down over here and tries to cut, I can just Atari and we're pretty much okay at that point. Sorry, he fought back and made me a little bit heavier. That's okay. Let's see if he pushes. If he pushes and he cuts, that's getting a little bit weird because he can like maybe go there because this is like a ladder. So if he goes this way, I have to take, and then he cuts. There's Aji there. So I'm just gonna go and defend myself. I don't really feel like continuing to try to read this out. So I'm just gonna defend myself. All right, he did that instead. Now once again we have Sentai. So take our hand off the mouse, and we're going to look for what we can attack. Where are the weak groups? Are my groups weak? Do I have to defend them? I know the answer to that is no, because my corner here is alive, corner here is alive. Again, same thing, and we just defended ourselves up top. So is any of his stuff weak? And, you know, the same thing here. We didn't change the answer to that at all. And we only have this thing here is a bit weak. So that's the only thing that's weak on the board, right? So if we want to take advantage of that, I could once again just go and cap. Capping is going to be a great way that we're just going to harass things that are a little bit weak. Either we can pincer them or we're going to just cap them. We're just going to stick to one of those two options right now. So I'm just going to go and cap this and see what it does. Because I identified that it's the weakest thing on the board right now, so I'm just going to put a stone in front of it and see what happens. Okay, it goes there. All right. Well, it's trying to connect over to this area. Got it. How aggressive do I want to be? How aggressive do I want to be? I feel like I don't want to really be all that aggressive because it requires a little bit of reading. I don't really want to be reading. So I'm just going to defend my little stone in the middle. That's all I'm going to do here. If he doesn't respond to this, then I might try and surround him again because I defended myself. Okay. He's got that. Seems legitimate. I'm going to make a table shape. That is one other thing that I wanted to mention. When we get into trouble, if we think we are weak, we're going to start making shapes, like so. This gives us eye shape potential. So I'm making a little bit of a table shape in the middle of the board to make certain that I'm nice and fine. Now, you might wonder, what's the point? How is this, strong in any way, shape, or form? I mean, there's nothing really in the middle. But we can't count that out. I mean, if we never had any stones in the center of the board, then it goes to him, right? If we don't have anything there, then it's his. So this way we're also getting a nice strong group in the center of the board. So we're happy. This can't kill me. I can read that out. But I'm tempted to respond to him anyway, just on principle. For the sake of the series, I think I will respond to this guy. But I'm not going to make an empty triangle like you can see here, my mouse being hovered. Instead, I'm going to play here. Okay. He's connecting up, I guess. I can't cut through that. If I push, he blocks. I can read that. So instead, let's go and add
nine,
maybe a bit more shape to this group.
6, 5, 4.
Let's see if we can push our way over to the group. That'd be cool. I'd like that. Maybe we can have these two groups connect on up. Okay, trying to reduce me, so I guess I chose Hane over or Hane under. I guess you could also hit. Hitting is also a thing that is definitely playable, but I'm gonna go with the Hane, I think. Good. Um,
9,
I guess as a rule, under is usually
5, 4, 3, 2,
a little bit stronger than over, so I'm just gonna go Hane underneath. I didn't read that out, by the way. Hane underneath is usually a bit more solid than going over, because over they sometimes they'll live underneath you. Here they obviously can't. So we're gonna go Hane underneath, and we're just connecting all of our stuff up, which is okay. We have Sente. So, because this is, I mean, I'm fine up here, right? He plays here, I play here. He plays here, I play there. He does anything else, I'm okay. So, Sente again. Now, he ignored our last move, so let's just go and follow it up. Let's just follow up our last move. That's all we're going to do. Okay. And then we're going to jump on over. Kind of pokes at this little area here and puts us that much closer to our little middle group that we're trying to connect with. Okay, pokes. Don't like that, so I'm going to connect. All right. Sorry, instincts. In the back of my head, I can actually see this entire group being killed because of what he's trying to do. For now, I will cut this off. Everyone will cut this off. I don't think anyone would back off here. I don't care what your rank is. I don't think anyone would back off there and just let these stones be cut off, right? That seems unlikely. So cutting is okay, I think. All right. Now, I'm not going to overplay. Because I don't want to do that. So I see this. Like, can it run anywhere? I don't know. I mean, maybe it can, maybe it can't. It's just really, really hard to read it out. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make a little bit of a line between these stones. So I've got like a little bit of a box around it.
4, 3.
So let's go ahead and just box this area on in so this stone can't go anywhere. We have a wall here, we have a wall here, we have a wall here. And if he tries to strengthen this, maybe we'll just build a wall over in here somewhere. And this stone will stay nice and dead. Right? Just constructing four little walls around the thing that we're trying to remove the Yaji from. Okay. Gonna Hane underneath again. Gonna connect, that's definitely a cut point. I'm gonna connect, because that's a peep. Okay. Well, it looks like he's trying to cut me off, so normally I'd probably play here, because he actually can't do that, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go, oh, no, you know what? I could reverse Sente here too. The stronger players among you might want to consider playing here, because if you poke through, you're cutting off this group and this group. But I'm just going to go ahead and connect right now. The other way potentially connects in Sente, but I'm trying to limit the amount of reading that I have to do. Okay. So this stone is now nice and dead. I'm going to defend myself. I'm not going to Atari here because I don't really see what it gets me. Okay, I'm gonna defend, make sure he can't cut through. Same thing. A little bit of a bomber shape here. Actually, it is exactly the B2 bomber shape here, but that's okay. All right, he attached to me. I'm going to strengthen my stone because I don't want to ignore attachments, and I don't want to ignore shoulder hits, and I don't want to ignore caps for the most part. Okay, so that's over there. It's not hurting my group any. So is there anything that he hasn't responded to? There's this over here, and ordinarily I'd probably play something over in here to see if I can't either live or just take advantage of this in some fashion or another. Instead,
7, 6, 5.
I'm just going to go ahead and cap it out. I'm trying to stay really, really basic. Like, maybe I can't read if there's anything down there or not, so I'm just not going to try. I'm just going to go and play this aggressive move over here. All right. I would like to remain connected to my group, so I'm going to go and play this. Same thing as last time. I want to remain connected to my group, so I will play there. I'm tempted to Atari him for no good reason, just because he's trying to peep at me.
9, 8.
I'm also tempted to kill that group.
5.
But I want to connect. So I want to maintain connection, so I will. Interesting point in this, though. He does have a little bit of a weird group here. It's like, doot, 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 doot. Alright, so that doesn't hurt this group. We're connected. Doesn't hurt this group. We're connected. Doesn't hurt any of these groups. So I have Sente again, therefore I will just take a large move in the corner and threaten to kill off a single stone. Alright, he responded to me. Let's see if I can't make that a little bit smaller. Rightio. Can threaten to push through. Ugh. It isn't bad. I want to ignore him. I will connect up via the Atari. He should ignore me because this is small. He's thinking about it. Good. That is a good move. I'm going to play up top first. I'm not going to play down here. Now I will turn. All right. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Okay. I will take because he ignored me. Rightio. Let's see. I'm gonna jump out because if he takes this, he can build up a couple of points over here. Alright, got himself nicely connected. Got it. I guess I will start going into endgame now, huh? Kind of at that stage, aren't we? And unfortunately, he's got some pretty decent endgame against me. I can't really claim that I have anything similar.
9, 8. That.
I guess I'll just go ahead and exchange this one. This is going to be shrunk to almost nothing. Wowzers. Because he's got this one over here. I'm gonna connect. I lied. I didn't play that because of conviction. I'm fibbing now. I didn't play that. It's because I'm actually actively looking at this and how I'm not gonna play it. I feel that's cheating. So what he just did, if I play here and he connects, I push, he blocks, I can Atari, he connects, I Atari, and then he's dead. But I feel like that would not be a very good way of ending this game, simply by saying, yeah, so there you have it. You read and your opponent dies. I don't want to do that. Instead, I'm going to poke over here instead. And I'm going to poke here, just poking at his shapes. Just giving the pokes, just giving the pokes. And I think I can't do anything else. I'm just going to play here. I lied. I can kill this. If I Hane here right now, I read that if he Ataris me, I connect, and then he can't do both. I can play here too, and he can't connect. I'm going to play here, though. I'm going to let him connect. Okay. And then from there... From there, I will make this exchange. So here you can see how reading helps. Like I could have done a lot of damage here, I could have done a lot of damage here. But you can see the importance of direction of play. Like, well, he's been playing like a bunch of small moves here, living really, really tiny here. I'm not really doing that. I'm like making like larger corners. I made sure the middle didn't get out of control. Overall, nothing really too complicated. His endgame is actually becoming a little bit of an irritation, to be completely and brutally honest. This is actually a good move. Yeah, this is not bad. Can't play here. Can't play there. I have to play there.
7,
That certainly shrunk. Definitely shrunk. I can hunt it because he can't cut. We can play there. Alright, I can play here, because if he cuts, I'm just going to go there, right? Now, I can read if he cuts me, I can go here. He can't do that without putting himself in Atari, so I don't really have to care about that. And if he plays here, he plays there, so if I go there, there. Yeah, there's nothing he can really do. So I'm going to play here instead. A little bit of an Atari or a Ko. I don't want to play that, though. I do not want to play this move. I really, really don't. I'll play this one instead. Going back to Ko. Alright. Going to Atari these 2 stones. Good. I'm going to... There's so much... Look at this shape. You can't... I could do a lot of bad things to him, but because our shape is better, he can't do a lot of bad things to us. Like, you can read right now, if I push here, he has to connect. And then I have an Atari. And then if he connects and I connect, then suddenly this entire group is in danger. And then so is this one.
4, 3,
I'm going to force that to connect instead, because I don't want to do that. I'm going to poke here, because we're starting to take away his eyes. This is 2 points for him. Okay. I don't want to make this exchange. I really, really don't.
nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Guess I'll just come on out. That's an Atari. I'll connect. From here, I can maybe poke around here and get him a couple of points reduced. Okay, so we cut off my group, which... I mean, it's a thing, but it doesn't really matter because this group is completely alive. This stone's dead. This corner is obviously completely alive, so I'm not terribly concerned. In the back of my head, I'm screaming, kill him for his insolence, but, you know. I guess this is actually the largest move on the board right now. Maybe this one. But this gives him an Atari over here.
8, 7,
But...
4, 3, 2.
Yeah, I guess this is largest. Just poke it here. See if I can't... okay. And then we'll do... I don't know. Do we connect up? I don't really know.
9,
Guess we just connect this way because we can turn. That might be a forcing move. Seems legitimate. Seems legitimate. Gonna connect there. He can push here, and then I'm gonna have to connect on that one. Okay. Gonna go and play here because it protects our little eye shapies and point things over here. I'll do here for the same reason. Not Sente, as far as I can tell. Yeah, right now you can see the a lot of bad Aji around. Man, a lot of bad Aji around. That push right here allows cuts all over the place. Block. I might as well Tari here, because if I play here when I don't have an eye, I'm going to have to play here and here anyway, so I'm not really losing anything. I'm just going to go ahead and play this. Okay. Stone's off the board. I can poke here, and that might get rid of something. I guess I'll poke here first instead. That's an Atari. I'm going to poke here, but I'm not going to do anything else about it. And from here, we should have a fairly straight line into endgame. I'm hoping he reads that out on the bottom. I really am. I'll go ahead and respond. So I can keep my 2 or 3 points that are over here. Probably 3. It gives me Sente if he pokes this one out, because this is Gote. And then I can take a point elsewhere. So this is probably still remain 3 points. Block there. Was that a mistake? I think I told myself I wasn't going to do that. Because if he and I, and then he, and then, yeah. That's
9, 8, 7.
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll go ahead and connect. I'll connect. Not above connecting. Alright, we'll connect that one definitely. And we'll connect there as well. I will... Oh, that's forcing. Okay. I will go ahead and play here, because I hope he responds with a move on the inside, not the outside. Otherwise, I could technically kill him. Excellent. I'm going to play here, because he needs to connect solidly there. Good. I'm going to play here, because I can take away this point as well. But I'm going to do that after I play this one. And then we're going to follow it up with here. Now there's Mia disconnection here, so we have to be careful. He has to respond with here, I guess. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, that's not good. I can cut this off and kill it. But we're not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to go right into Atari. Alright. Atari there. I will take my eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-point eye space. Really hard to kill a 9-point eye space in the corner. Now, I have an eye, so all eye... I have an eye, so all eye... That's cute. If I play here, he gets to play there. And then I really do have to play the move. So the only I have an eye. One eye versus no eyes wins, right? One eye versus no eye wins. Only way he can get an eye right now is by playing here. So I'm actually going to play it instead. Weird move, admittedly. But there's no chance of Seki. Because one eye, yes, exactly. I'll play here now. Block. Connect, because that was Atari. Don't think that's anything, so I will continue and Atari that. And I will take that. Now, connecting here is actually the wrong idea. If I play here and deny him this eye, then he has to protect this point as well. So, I mean, that's technically the correct decision, but I'm going to go ahead and play here instead. I'll disconnect it. It's okay. I'll play here. Okay. I'll play here. That's a point. At the end of the game. I guess that's a point as well. And connected. I keep having to reread this to make sure I'm not making a mistake. Good, he finally did it. Good, he sees it now. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I don't really want to get into a code with him, but I guess I'll take it and see what he does. Just to see what he does. So, I'm not really convinced that's actually anything, but I'll respond. No reason not to, right? Sure, whatever. Just connect it. I'm not fighting a cove. Alright, so the guy finally resigned. Told him I had a nice game with him. So, yeah. You can see where he kind of went wrong. Like, right now, both of these 4-4 points are pretty much the same. He decided to go for the center before going for the corner, which is a little bit unusual. Maybe not bad, but it's a little bit unusual. I went for corners, and I got his corner like so. Now he needs to do something with the influence. He decided to approach and got a really strong corner here, which was excellent. I thought that was very, very good on him. Pincering me here, however, was not a good idea, because I'm not really certain where we're going to get our territory from if we keep giving up all of our corners. He should absolutely try to keep at least one corner for himself. Nice general rule of thumb, if you have one corner, then you can do whatever you want with your other, generally speaking. So yeah, he played here, I got another corner. He approached me, I backed off. Overall, not too terrible at this point in the game. Only problem starts to arise is when he makes decisions such as this one, because he hasn't gotten rid of this just yet. And for those of you who like a little bit more complicated Go, if I extend up and play this way, then suddenly this gets into a fight where it looks like this little group now needs to run away and somehow live, despite the fact that there's no real places it could run away to. I could have also simply played something along the lines of, I don't know, even something as simple as this, let's say, because if he cuts me off like so, then we can see a bit of a problem with his stones. He has a cut point here now. This is almost back to life. Not the best of results for him. But we took the extension away, and then we played in the middle. This helps us ensure he doesn't do anything. Like, if we don't do anything right now, and we keep going for middle and just corners, right? And not going after the middle, now that the corner and the sides are gone, the middle is the only one that's left. So, corner, side, center. So here we are making sure that there's something in the center for us. Otherwise, maybe he gets to play something along the lines of this. Maybe for forcing moves. Maybe he could lean over here as well and try and build up this area. if we've got nothing in the center of the board, you can see how, all of these moves start coming together, and he gets a very, very large area in the center. However, since we decided to, use this as a nice little excuse to make sure that we had something in the center, since we had the corner and the sides, then he's unable to try out any kind of strategy like that, because we just went and made nice shape here. So the chances of him being able to get something in the center since we're already there is really, really slim. Defense, defense, defense. Push, push, push. Very, very basic. Just made this. Now, I confess I did back off a lot here. In a normal game, I would be playing this because this doesn't go anywhere. He can Atari me however he wants. He can't get past this group, so all of this would be done. But for sake of argument, I just went ahead and connected, because again, the same thing here. If I play like so, then he has to connect in that point I sente and my connection, so I can go back and start leaning on things and maybe try to kill off, the entire group. Doesn't seem like that difficult a thing to do. This is how Adon would push the game further in their favor through fighting, but I don't think we really had to do that since we're just focusing on the basics. I mean, surely there's more that we could do, but it's not our focus, so I decided not to do them. There we just connect. And as you can see throughout here, we're pretty much just trying to solidify our territory, get some more for ourselves. And he wasn't really interested in the same thing. When this got shrunk, I wasn't really not making much in the way of points, neither were these stones over here, and we couldn't say the same, so we were just naturally ahead. And for those of you who are curious about this, maybe you couldn't see it. If we play here, I think he has to play this. Something like that to back off, because he can't connect. If he connects, then he just dies, right? So that's what we avoided there. So we just kind of poke, poke, poke. And again, same thing over here. If we just turn like so, then these stones are dead. So this game was an example of how we don't really have to do anything besides, get really, really good at the basics in order to be, I guess, at least at the moment, a 5Q on Taijin. And you'll see throughout the series that that's going to be the same pretty much no matter where we're playing or what rank we're playing among the Q levels. So I hope this game was a bit of an eye-opener for you. If you know someone who is trying to get better and you think they need to get stronger at the basics, make sure you show them this game. Hopefully you've learned something from it as well. I'll be back throughout the weeks playing on various servers as against various different Q players. So you can see kind of no matter where we are, the same general principle pretty much applies throughout the ranks. So I hope you enjoy the series. Make sure you give a thumbs up if you do, or a thumbs down if you don't. It's the only way I know if you guys like or dislike the series, and I will see you all next time. On this server, we will be playing as a 2Q. Let's see if we can get a game. Alright, as you can see, I'm black. I'm going to open up with 4-4 points. Should I do a 3-4? I did 2 4-4s last time, didn't I? I should change up a little bit. Ooh, and I will say hello to my opponent. Okay, so he's a 2K plus, which means he's on the verge of going to 1Q. I simply avoided going to 1Q simply because I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. I'll do 3-4, why not? I want to do 4-4 again, but I did that last time. But I've simply avoided doing a 1Q because 1Qs, can also be down level players. I want to be firmly entrenched in the Q idea. Now we're doing corner side center. That is definitely not that, so I'm taking a corner because he doesn't seem to like them. This is specifically a side move, so we will grab that for ourselves. He is free to approach us, and I expect him to do so. Maybe. Possibly. Alright. Now, I can pincer here, but clearly I'm putting my stone in about the tightest pincer you can possibly imagine. He's free to do whatever he wants. I mean, he can, jump out and kill that, or whatever. I don't like the idea of putting myself into a very, very tight space like this. So I got the corner here. He can have a little bit of a base there. I'll accept that. That seems to be completely fine. And I will take myself a 2 space. I think 2 space is okay. 2 space should be fine. Alright, he's approaching my corner, so I don't really want to ignore it. It's a bit of an odd approach. I could play a little bit differently, but let's just play normally. I'll just go ahead and take my little small knight here. So we're getting some territory in the corner, some territory down here. I do want to apologize if there's a little bit of background noise. I do have my fan up higher than usual. I hope that doesn't show through. Alright, he's trying to make this area larger, but that's again a side move, and I can see quite clearly we have a corner open. So I don't really care about anything over here right now. I mean, I'm happy with my corner, I'm happy with the corner. Got a potential corner, and I got a corner that I can approach, so I don't really see any reason to get bent out of shape over what he's doing over here. If he wants to do that, that's completely fine. So, larger area, larger side rather, is this one rather than this one, so I will approach from here. I expect him to back off, and he did! IGS is a little bit more buildy. He's not gonna really pick a fight for no good reason. Alright, I got 2 options here, and I still haven't decided which one is more basic. I mean, going into the corner and then making this is pretty good. I said specifically we're not going to try to win on a set Fuseki. Like, I want to back off, but backing off kind of goes into the Kobayashi. And if he approaches it wrong, I can actually get a pretty decent lead. And I really don't want to do that. I don't want to get some kind of lead because maybe he messes up with, like, approaching my Kobayashi in a manner that's a little bit odd. So I will go into his corner here. Essentially for Kobayashi, you don't approach 1 space lower high. You usually go 2 space lower high simply because you don't want to get, sandwiched between, this stone and that stone. You don't want the attachments placed so you can grow easy. This is interesting. I said corner. He said I don't care, so I will take corner. Alright, I will connect. That's threatening to Atari my stone. It looks like maybe he can do bad things, so I'm going to extend. Alright, do I extend yet? I've got this to work with. We're over here. I could keep extending, but then he's just going to Hane at the head of 3 stones, probably twice, and get like a little bit of a wall there. And if we're already alive, like, why would I do that? So instead, let's look for large moves. What's a large move right now? Well, a corner's still open, so I could enclose. That's certainly a possibility. Other thing is there's a wall here, and I could play a move here to limit the use of that wall. And this is where it's going to get tricky. Because by the rule of corner, side, center, I should probably enclose. But I don't really want to enclose low, because I have low stone to low stone at that point. Usually you want high stone to low stone. Like, when you extend, when you extend from your enclosure, you don't really want to extend like a bunch of third line moves. You usually want to go back higher so you can build and what have you. I really want to play this, but I think under my own rules I shouldn't. Alright. Rules are rules, man. Rules are rules. I'm going to enclose. He should play N17 right now and force me to defend my corner. Shoot, he didn't. I wish he had. That would have made for a very good game because I could have shown you guys some shapes that you can make when you're having to invade a larger area. Things like that. That would have been a really, really, really good game. Instead, I'm going to just kind of reduce the ability for him to use this wall. And I think I would go low here rather than, or not low. I am going low. It means I'm not going to go too far over. Like if I go here, for example, he can cut me off and that sucks. If I play here, there's no way to pincer this and use this to attack, because walls are usually used to attack. So I'll play here. I'm tempted to play high, though, to be completely honest. That way he can't do anything. But for now, I'll just go ahead and play this. I think in an effort to get a little bit more of an edge against my opponent, I probably would have played a high stone here, make sure he can't keep me low. But this is okay for now. Alright, he's taking side, okay. So I have a choice. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines here. I can get all bent out of shape and say, I really want to fight over those 5 lines, man. Or I could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But maybe I could grow this instead. It seems like my 7 is larger than his 5. So I want to attack this, but I want to attack this to grow. How are we going to attack this to grow? Remember last game? If you remember last game, you know that we're going to go ahead and cap. Like so. I'm going to get that in first. If he ignores it, I'll just follow it up and keep it nice and low. On the second and third lines or whatever. Okay. I'm going to Hana here, and then make a table shape. Okay, I thought he was going to extend. I'm sorry, he did not do that. I want to be greedy and extend up, but I think we'll do a tiger's mouth. No, don't do tiger's mouth. Well, do tiger's mouth. Does it matter? I don't think it matters, does it? I legitimately don't know. Like, even as a Don, I'm not entirely certain if I should play here or here if I wanted to defend this. Technically, I should play here, but I want to defend myself, so I'm not going to actually do that. Yeah, I'm going to play here. I will play tiger's mouth to defend my cut point. I ever get the idea that you probably just made a mistake on camera? It's like, maybe you really should have played that triangle. It's possible. It's possible. He's building up, but so are we, as we can see. All I want now is Sente to make a large move over. Good move, man. Yeah. Didn't I just say, like, did I just make a mistake? Like, with that tiger's mouth, is that a bad idea? Yeah, it was. This is why. This is great. This is great. That answers our question. That's awesome. So yeah, absolutely. That seems like a mistake. You can see the terrible shape I'm in now too. I had to go back and play it regardless. So why didn't I do it immediately? Yep, that's a good point. That is a good point. What will he do next? Maybe try to live here. By this time, he must be aware that this area is much larger than here. So trying to... Yeah, okay. Trying to do something here. A little bit too slow. Alright. So now what do we do? Well, he's just trying to reduce me. Which is okay. He can do that. Trying to connect up his stones, it looks like. I can just play something like here. Prevent him. Atari here. He didn't respond to the Atari. Could do that too. I think I might just keep him separated. You know? Look, a lot of Aji still back in here. Might try to bring this out. That would kind of make these stones uncomfortable. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm actually going to kill off that stone. I will spend a move to kill off this stone to prevent this from connecting up. Seems to me, if this becomes a solid wall here, then what was I doing? Is there no end to the amount of pain that my shape is going to be in now because of this guy? Gotta play this. On the bright side, his stone is here, so technically we can never actually make a B2 bomber, but we're really close. I want to extend down. I so want to extend down. Extending down is technically correct, because then if he saves here, I can just connect here, and it doesn't really matter. But I said we're going to block his stone from connecting, so that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Alright. So, what are we going to do here? I think we are going to extend, maybe, huh? He attached to us, so we're going to make ourselves nice and strong. I don't want to Hane under in this case, because if he Hanes over, he might get a wall here. I don't really like that. So, I'm just going to take the liberty and extend on up. Make sure he can't go over top of me. That would suck. Wouldn't really like that so much. I definitely don't want to ignore it either, because since he did this, he attached my stone. We don't ignore shoulder hits, we don't ignore attachments, we don't ignore caps. And we do listen to Proverbs. Proverbs say Hane to have 2 and 3 stones, so I will Hane. Proverbs say Hane 2 and 3. This is 2, so I Hane. In Proverbs I trust. So we're going to get most of this territory. Most of that territory. A lot of the corner one. He's got this so far. I hope I don't have to invade it. I don't think I'll have to. Okay. I will double Hane. Because you can do that. Double high head of 2 and 3. And then I'm not going to play this because we've learned our lesson. Like, we're immediately improving in this game because we played the Tiger's Mouth once and we just got shut down. It's like, nope. Pow. Now it's just like, okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. Alright. I don't want him ruining my corner any more than it already has. So I will, in point of fact, descend. You saw my cursor down here. I kind of want to do that because if he bends, I can ignore him. But I'll answer just with a descent. It's fine. Alright, he's alive. He did not answer my Hane, so I will follow up with an Atari. Now, I would love to kind of punish him, but I'm just going to connect. Protect my cut point. And if he doesn't protect, I can come on in, which would be bad for him and good for me. He has to see that, right? Maybe he doesn't see it. Alright, he's getting rid of endgame. That's the word I'm looking for. I know I can exchange this one. If he cuts, I can go there, but whatever, it's fine. Let's go and connect. Ooh. Alright. So we've got this now for ourselves, this for ourselves. He lived here, which is a right pain in the butt. We've got that. If I already mentioned it, not really sure if I did. What can we do now? Well, there are no weak groups. Okay, so what can we do instead? Since there are weak groups, can we enlarge our territory? I can enlarge my territory. I can go over here. Can enlarge our territory. Sounds pretty fair. I can poke into his territory a little bit here. Gives an attachment. That's kind of good. I can also descend here and make this exchange to reduce him a bit. I don't know which one to go after, though. Whichever one is Sente, I suppose, huh? And I guess since he just played that, this is probably Sente? Don't you think? Threatens to go into the area that he just made? So this looks pretty Sente-ish. Come on. There we go. And I can threaten to kill off these stones, so it looks like it's a thing. You should just cut this out of it. This is actually a bad move. This is actually getting rid of a co-threat. Oops. Getting a little bit greedy. Extend? Not Sente, though. Think this is Sente? If we make this exchange, think that's Sente? I can clamp. He extends down, I can just run straight out. Looks like it's Sente. We'll play it. Why not? That looks like Sente. I think it is. I think he'll agree with me. So that doesn't work. Technically, I can go here and cut him. At that point, if he Atari's up, those stones are dead. Am I really going to back off against this guy? Yeah, we are. That was like a bit of a complicated read. I'm not going to do it. That was like a little bit of a dangerous read there. I mean, I see that it works, but who else is going to? You know? Go ahead and connect. That this is still dangerous has not changed. But yeah, that's one I could have taken off the board. And probably caught the fight that would have killed off these stones. If he Hanes, I simply descend and we're fine. So I said this was important, but he didn't believe me. I mean, I can do it, right? Because the clamp. He doesn't care about his territory. I guess I'll do it because, I mean, I have allies right on the outside. So if I come out, that's huge. So he's got to back off here. And accept that he doesn't accept it. But if I come out, I mean, I have allies literally right here. You know? And look how hurt his stone's getting. Ay, 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 ay. I mean, I can Atari. And I can connect. This shape sucks. Admittedly, I have to do a better job teaching you guys shape. But you can see, like, the problem here, right? Alright, so we have this area. We need to not die. So we don't want to go around and play elsewhere thinking we're good, because we're totally not. We need to make sure that this is out. Now, here's the thing. Usually, you don't want to attach to your opponent's stones because it'll probably get you hurt, and make them stronger, rather. But here, we don't really care. All we're doing right now is just escaping, which we can do with the attachment. This is already going to live. I don't think we're going to kill this. I have no designs on potentially trying to kill this at all. So I'm not even going to try. Okay? We're not even going to make the attempt. I'm just going to Atari us down to get out of here. Now, could this... Now, yeah, I can play here. This is a forcing move, which he's noticed. He's noticed it, yep. I'll take it, I guess, so he can't run it away. I mean, I've got a 9 now. I'm alive. And he has no territory, so we just lost the game. That was rather unexpected. Maybe he can kill off these 2 stones. I don't know. Let's find out. I'm responding to him because I don't want to be surrounded here. Like, I know I can live, but I would rather not be surrounded. So I'm just going to not be surrounded right now. That's what we're doing. We're just not being surrounded. See? Because if we did, I'd have to play like moves like this, and then he'd get more moves over there, and if he got like a wall around me, then he gets the middle, and overall, if you can not be surrounded, just don't be surrounded. Okay. Now, am I finally alive? Am I good enough now? Because I would really like to get in this H17 stone. The H17 stone's nice. But then again, my weak group is here and he hasn't cut that off yet. Yeah, this should probably be here. I mean, after you probe here, don't you cut so you can kill off these 3? That's kind of weird. And, okay, I can actually still kill this. Because I could play here, which is a threat to connect through here. So I could defend in Sente. I'm just going to go ahead and play here instead. We're just going to connect solidly. He's also committing suicide because this group hasn't been defended in way too long. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'll just play here. Make sure he can't cut me. I don't want to be cut. I don't want to have to live. I'm gonna connect. This'll live. I'm not even gonna attempt to try to kill it. There will be 0 attempts. I don't like how this game went, though. I mean, this game was literally one mistake on his part. He just needed to defend that Hane. That was so weird. We were having a pretty good game. He had a decent amount of territory. He just needed to protect it. Or when I attached, maybe just let me connect up underneath and just, take the damage. Underneath, like we mentioned last time. Right now, I don't care if it gets a wall because it's okay. Now, this is an interesting one. This is really an interesting one. Like, there's a cross-cut situation. So the question is, which stone of mine is weaker? Is it this stone that's weaker? Or is it this stone that's weaker? This stone right now is in danger of being killed. So drawing this one back is pretty good. However, the situation's a little bit more complicated than that because he can Atari here and try to come out. What I'm going to do instead is Atari this way. That's reading though. Crap. You guys can read a ladder that works to here. There's no way. Yeah, you guys can read that. You guys can read it. There's no way you guys can't read a ladder goes to here. We're blocking because we can read that he's got to protect himself. And that this ladder goes here, here. He goes down, I go here, he goes here, I go here. He hits his head and we capture him there. Ladders are about as basic as you could get. You can Atari him, take away his eye. Okay, this is dangerous. I'm tempted to let him live. I'm tempted to do it, but it just doesn't work. Because this is a ladder. That's an Atari. That's a connection. And then he has 3 liberties. So he can go here. But this is still a ladder. See? All we had to do to read this out was read out a ladder. And I think everybody can do that. I really do. I believe in everybody. Here's another thing that I'm going to do. I'm actually going to take these stones off the board because I don't want to give him forcing moves over here. Like, I want to extend over here, but then that ladder still has Aji there. So I'm just going to take it. So take those stones off the board. Now we can't do this, and we can extend knowing that there's no forcing moves over here kind of haunting us. I have Sente. He's got 3 liberties, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 liberties, so we're good. So I will make that extension that I mentioned. Drop down, protect my territory. Same thing. If I had to make one more triangle in this game, nope. I'd rather make a tiger mouth. Yeah, my shapes are really bad, aren't they? I mean, look at this. See this? That's not good. See this? That ain't good. See these? See those? Look at this over here. And this, and that. Here we go again, and again, and... How many triangles do I have in this game? My god, I'm about to make another one. About to make another one. Connect so we don't get lost. Not really sure where to play at this point. Guess I can push in. Reduces liberty, or not liberties, territory. I don't know, it's large. Not really sure. Can play here, I guess. Otherwise he pushes through, so this is... I guess that's pretty large, right? Yeah, that's not bad. I confess. My mind keeps going back to this GURP and seeing if I could actually still kill it. Cause like, well, you know, I've got this to threaten to go for this eye, and I can make sure that this isn't, and I can poke that out, and I can go over here, and then that's that. So in the back of my head, I keep reading that I can possibly do... Because if I get this move in, if this responds to here, if he responds here to defend his eye from my Ko, then I can play here to start biting into his base. Oh, it's so hard to resist. Oh, it's so hard to resist. Okay, we're not going to do that, though. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. But all my bad shape down here is kind of bugging me also, now that I think about it. I'm just going to go ahead and play a defensive move. I don't think I need to. I don't really see a reason not to at this point. I'll make a bad shape again and connect. Ooh, okay, here we go. Defend my territory. He'll play Hane. If he Hanes, I'm going to respond, he connects, and I'm going to defend with the empty triangle, believe it or not. Not because I'm king of bad shapes, but because if he pokes from the top, I'll have to play it anyway. So why, like, put 2 moves here? Well, I'm going to also have to potentially put a move here anyway, you know? Instead, I guess I don't know, play here? Defend this? Not even sure at this point. Now he's building up this area, you can see. See all these moves? He's kind of building this area up. So I think we're going to come in here nice and lightly. I think I can do 2 space, but we'll just go ahead and do 1. Is he going to defend it, though? It's a question. He might. Not worth very much now that I'm here, though. Because he can play here, but you know, I can play here and threaten to take a stone and kind of like poke on in. So it's like here and like here for a wall. It's like a line of territory. Maybe a little bit more. Not very much. I won't be surprised if he resigns at this point. But yeah. The middle, the right is so unfortunate because he should have so much territory here. Like, these lines should be his. Like, this shouldn't, of course. This should be defended against, obviously. But, like, yeah, this... I will play here. He'll play here now, though. Okay, that might have been a mistake. So what's better? I don't know. Can play an Atari. Can jump up again. Don't really see a reason not to. What? Ooh, trying to cut my 1 space jump? Well, this is where a little bit of reading can occur. So if I play this side, I've got a cut facing my wall. If I play on this side and he protects, then I've got a cut facing an abyss. So I'm going to play here so the cut is facing the wall. So now we're going to defend here because my cut faces the wall. Wow, that may have been a bad idea. Oh man, did I mess up? Oh god, I think I did. I thought he would just play here, but he played that instead. He played a good move. Did I just give him all that his territory? This is why some raiding is a good idea. Well, it's not something you see every day. So here's the problem. I can read a way out of this. But I think that's cheating. I can read a way out of this, but it's cheating. Alright. The stones are gone. I'll play here instead. Only option. Try to poke in. This is another good move from him. Another good move from him. Because if I play here, he plays there, I could push. If he blocks, this is now a solid wall. So there's slight issues. This may still save me. I don't know, because we're kind of just trying to poke in and poke in and poke in. Now, when he plays here, this is like the real crucial part. I can still read a way out. If I play here, I play here. He plays there, or I play there. Sorry, dude. I've got 4 liberties. I can play here first. Yeah. I can play here and then here. A clamp. I don't know, would you guys be able to read a way to save those stones? Like, I can see that I can do it. But That's not the focus of the series. So I'm just going to connect. I'm going to sacrifice him. This game is not going to be won because I outread my opponents. The stones are forfeit. That's okay. A little bit of a bummer, but that's okay. Those of you who could actually read this, congratulations. I'll go over that after the game. Absolutely. Fundamentally, I should never have left that there. I should have protected earlier. Boo. Good. Table shape. See? Table shapes are really, really nice. Well, let's limit the damage, shall we? Ooh, God, I'm reading again. Like, I want to play here. I'm curious. No, that's stupid. I'm curious. I'm not going to do it, but I'm curious. This should be Sente. But if he doesn't and he takes that, then you have to do it. No, I won't. I'll just go here. I'll go here. Can you read why this is Sente? Can you read why this is Sente? This is like a really great problem. I mean, with the danger of Tiger Mouth. Like, such a huge danger, that Tiger Mouth. Ah, Tiger Mouth sucks. But if I play here, he should defend. Because if I Atari and he connects, I throw in Atari. That's wrong too. Because now it's Atari connect, Atari connect, Atari connect, take. So this is actually Ko, but I won't do that either. I'll play here instead. So he's making a few mistakes. I want to poke at this. I'm not going to play the Ko. I just want to poke at it to reduce. Don't worry, I'm not going to Ko. I'm just... This is not bad, but I will poke again. He's being very careful of his eye shape, which is good. He wasn't quite careful enough, though. I can play here, and if he blocks that way, I can Atane in, and then make this into a false eye. So this only has one eye, he has to descend, and then I can falsify that too, I think. So I think I can kill this, but I won't. Taking great pains to avoid fighting. Okay, he noticed that one. That's good. Not really sure where large points are right now. My endgame is terrible. I mean, I can poke here. That might have been a point in the future. Not really sure. Can play here, I guess. Does that have to, like, respond and connect? Oh, he's gonna go there, and he's gonna go... Oh, that was dumb. Yeah. My endgame needs work. My endgame absolutely needs work. I freely admit that one. Well, looks like we're going to counting. Hane and block. Sente, might as well. Good moves. Okay, he's making sure he's alive. I like that. He must have had some indication that this wasn't quite alive yet. It's good. I'll pick up a couple of points here, though. Just 2, I think. Then Atari is there and I connect. That becomes not an eye. That's a go take if you want to take it out, so it's fine. Yep. Do you see anything else to do? Because I can play here. Probably not large enough either, I know. But I mean, it's 2 points. This is 1 point. Okay, it's technically 2 points as well. No, this is 1, 2, 3 points, right? This is 2, so what's 3? That's 2. I don't know why he's doing a Ko here. If this move was gone, I could see it. Then you Atari here, and then I just don't get it. Okay. I guess you can Atari me now. Gotta make sure that's not an I, or not a point, because you could go Atari, connect, and then, you know, make an I here, or a point here, rather. Not now. Can take a point stone, rather. Swear to God, I'm not trying to kill him, but he's not making it easy. He's not making it easy. I mean, I could try with like this. If I played here, and then I clamped there, and he's only got one eye, then he's technically dead. But he's fine. He's fine. Yeah, good. I can poke at that at the very least, though. I can push. No, I should just play there instead. I think it was bad. I mentioned again that my endgame is terrible. Because it really, really, really is. But yeah, right now we're just in endgame. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of time left on the clock because this is IGS. IGS uses Canadian time, which I'm not a fan of. Maybe I can get a couple of points here? No, I can't. I can go here and then here, but then he Ataris and I connect and there's like nothing there. Most I can do is this, it looks like. Yeah, there's no points here. But there's no points for him either, so that's good. At the very least, we have that. And he has to capture this regardless of what I do. That was not a good move, because now... Oh, there's still no points, but this is... So he has to play. Guess I'll play here, because that could be an I. Or a point, rather. I keep calling every point an I. Why is that? I don't know. I think I'm a bit distracted tonight. Wee bit distracted. So yes, I want to reiterate that we will be playing on different servers throughout the course of this. I will be playing again on my Taijim account, which is 5Q. I'll be playing here, of course, which is 2Q. I'm going to do probably one on KGS. That'll probably be a 10Q. And I want to implement a W Baduk one as well. Maybe around the 7, 8Q. That way we've got like 10, 8, 5, and 2. So you can't really argue that it doesn't do... That is not helpful to everybody, right? If it works across the field, working against 2Q, who's going to be a 1Q shortly, it looks like he's 2K plus, on the verge of ranking up to 1Q. Team's working against him. He resigned. Okay, guess he counted or something. I'll give him, hey, thanks for the game, because everyone does that on this particular server. So today, as you no doubt noticed, we are back on Taijin. We are going to be playing a 5Q. I think I'm just going to keep bouncing back between the two. We went to 5Q, we did play against a 2Q, now we're back at 5Q, and then I'll probably play like a 9 or 8 or a 10Q, and then we'll just keep going back and forth like that, so it's, you know, nice and even. I don't have to contemplate, you know, which one do I really want to play today. Also, I'm going to start introducing a little bit of different things after we get back here. So when we bounce to like the 8 or 10Q, whatever, we bounce back to the 5Q. Once we're back at the 5Q, I'm going to start implementing a few different things. Like I'm going to do the basics, but I'm going to do the basics in how you also use them to make a framework. And then we'll bounce around, and then maybe I'll do the basics in how to be a little bit aggressive, and then we'll like bounce around again. And I'll slowly just keep, you know, adding little bits of, you know, this and that. That'll make for some variety, and it'll also make for better instruction, I think. But for right now, we're still doing pure basics. If, on the other hand, you do not like that idea, let me know in the comments down below. It's the only way that I'm going to know not to do something like that, is if you guys say something. Alright, looks like we got someone on the 1033s, maybe?
The game is started.
Alright, and we're black. I'm going to start off with basic 4-4 or 4-4 or 3-4 or something along those lines. I'll introduce a 3-4 point, why not? Now, the 3-4 point is more important than the 4-4 point, so I will approach like so. Did I do this last game? Oh, he's leaning against me. Interesting. Well, I don't want to... I don't want to ignore the fact that he's like shoulder hitting my stone. That seems like a bad thing to do. So I'm going to just go and extend, it seems. I mean, I don't see any reason not to do that. If I go here, I can poke at his cutting point, which is, you know, not bad. So, I mean, I guess I'll go ahead and do that. But if he ignores me, I might get into a fight. No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Now, this is actually take two, believe it or not, because the first guy that I played against, I guess he didn't like how long I was taking, so he left. Protect my cut point, like so. Don't want him to Atari, and I can build this up. Height of 2 and 3 stones is a thing, so I'm going to keep extending. Once more should be good. The board is literally divided in half right now. And I see that this half is larger than that half, so I honestly don't care. No reason to freak out here. A lot of people might want to consider pinstering here. It's not really a good idea just to attach to this, and he'll just like get shape here. I'm just going to take a corner, because my corner is fine. He approached my corner, so I'm taking a corner. It makes sense, right? So let's see. He took my enclosure, or no, I took my enclosure. He approached my stone. So I have Sente now. I could take away his base, but do I really want to get aggressive that way? Oh, I don't know. It's not aggressive to take away a base, right? I can hide that of 3 stones, which is kind of cool, or I take away his base. But I feel like if he ignores me after I take away his base, I'm kind of like committing into attacking him, which I don't really want to do. But taking away a base is pretty basic, so I will go ahead and do such things. That way we're nice and strong here. We got this. We got the Hane at the head of the stones that we're coming up with. He kicked me or headbutt me or whatever, so I'm going to respond. He's doing this. Now, see, this is the thing I'm talking about. Like right now, I should cap this fool and just build up a huge area. But that is something that I told you to do, though, isn't it? Like, we were going to either cap stones, shoulder hit stones, or, like, pincer stones. Like, cap, shoulder hit, pincer, right? This actually is in complete... This is actually in complete alignment with what I've told you guys to do. Like, guess capping is okay here then as a result, no? Dude. Tell you what. He ignored this first. Let's do the height of the 2 and the 3 stones because it's really, really big. Because if he, does whatever, then we can do that. Now, these are, again, 2 and 3 stones, so I'm going to extend again because I can height head of 2 and 3. I can do it here as well. Yep, this is fine. Is that fine? If I play here, he plays there. Probably not. So I will connect now, I suppose, this way, because there's like a ladder. That seems pretty good. I'm going to extend, I suppose. Okay, that's an interesting move. He's extending. I kind of want to cap this again, though. Ugh. That Hane, though, you can see immediately why it's a proverb, right? The Hane that have 2 and 3 stones. I mean, look what this did to here. I mean, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. 7, 14, 21, not the worst, but it's giving me a lot of strength. And I keep coming back. This is like the proper move to play right now. This really is the proper move to play right now. I think the corner is still open. I will take the corner first, though. Because there's a corner open, I will take that corner. Because corners are important. Corners are important. I mean, we called them on breaking the proverb here. And then we're just playing basic. We're not doing anything weird or crazy right now. I don't even care what the score is. I should warn you guys that I don't do that actually in my games. People have been saying that I'm playing like this because I'm able to know what the score is while I'm playing. And I'm not. I honestly... I suck at counting, so you can ignore that completely. He's attaching to me, so I'm going to Hane first, and then extend. Or I'm going to connect. I'm going to connect. I'm going to extend. Meeny, miny, mo. Which do I play? I don't know. I guess we can play here, because, you can all read that if he cuts me here, then I'm just going to, kill it. Okay. So this is effectively an enclosure, right? Now, I want to block on my most profitable side. If I block here, I can literally count how much territory I'm getting. Despite the fact that I can't count, I can count 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 if I'm lucky. That doesn't seem like the right way to block. So I'm going to block here. There's got to be a way to get more than 4 points here. Then there is, yeah, pretty easy to see, right? Pretty easy to see. Now, admittedly, at this point, I would kill this. I'd probably play here. Yeah, I would absolutely kill this. I would play this. He'd play there. I can throw in. I can back off. And I'm relatively sure because when he accepts, I can just play. Yeah. I could kill that. I don't want to get into a co, though, is a problem. That's the problem. Is co basic? What if I just let him live? What if I actually just flat out let him live? Co is kind of basic, but I don't think I want to get into it right now because it's not quite what I'm looking for. So I am going to back off on this one. I will back off on this one. He gets to live in the corner. If he doesn't, I can throw it and kill him. I may or may not, depending on what happens. I won't. No, I will never do that. I will never throw in and kill that group. I want to. So while we have Sente, okay, he lived. Good move too. That's exactly where I would sort of play to kill him. So we have Sente here. Let's look at the weak groups. The bottom of the board is still pretty weak, right? But this is pretty weak too because there's like a huge extension between these stones, right? So these 3 stones, I could pincer these stones and attack them. Interesting. So we got this is a weak group and this is a weak group. And the right side is still open. The 3-3 is still open. This turn is also pretty big. So we've identified weak groups and large points. I guess we're going to still repress our capping. I mean, we've taken care of the corners. I could play a side move, but that's Gote. I would much rather... Is it because I'm just wanting to kill him? I can't tell. The line is blurred in my head. Do I want to do this because it's basic, or do I want to do this because I want his bones decorating my desk? Ugh. Okay, what if we kill it? Or what if, no, don't kill it. What if we attack it, but we don't kill it? We just go for the wall. I can do that. Oh no, the side's still open though. Okay, the side's still open. I'm not going to play here because it leaves an invasion point behind. I think I may actually play this. I'm actually going to play this. I'm going to go for the side first. I will go for the side first. I was really at war with myself about that cap. Like, I think that that's a basic move, but I feel really bloodthirsty right now. So I'm not entirely trusting myself. So I see a larger point over here, someone's going to take it. If we took the larger point, I'm going to... Oh god, I can still kill this. I can poke here, I can poke there, I can attack from above. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Tell you what, I'm going to lean on this to build an area up. That's all I'm going to do. We're not going to try to attack it. We're just going to lean on this group to get more points. Killing is hard. I should not rely on killing. I should just attack for profit. So rather than try to kill this, I'm just going to lean on you to do a little bit of development because I got this nice amount of influence. So that's a thing that we can do. Which means capping it for the purpose of not killing it is also a good idea. Yeah, because you could just like back off here, get a wall, and then come out to the middle. That would still be pretty basic. Yeah, okay. I convinced myself that this move was better than this one now. Ganahane. We're now up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th line now, which isn't terrible. that cut. He protected the cut. I like that a lot. That is so good. That is so good. So I think we're pretty strong in this area now. So let's go and maybe make the turn. This turn's pretty big, because if he gets like the entire side, it's a lot of territory. But if I get this, he gets that. I think we're still good. Make a turn? I could play here. But again, this is that's a really aggressive move. But I could make the pincer. Tell you what I'm going to do. Not going to do it. I'm going to play here instead. I'm going to take this large point. Because him coming in under and connecting to this stone is pretty big. It's pretty big. And you don't have coordinates this entire game. I apologize for that. I had coordinates in the first game. The guy left because I was taking too long. So I'm sorry. Okay. So he played that, which means my approach here is completely out of the question. The 3-3, though, might still have an option. So let's go see if I can do the 3-3 still. Because in large knights have Aji behind them, right? Because the idea is that you're playing 2 spaces away from the 4-4 point. So the large knight has Aji, you can hit the 3-3 point and generally live. Small knight, much more difficult, tends to go to Ko. But what he did here is a 2-space extension, so I'm willing to bet, similar to the large knight, especially since it's on the 4th line, there's probably still Aji there for the same reason there's Aji with the large knight. So let's just go ahead and play here. And it looks like we're alive. You're inviting me to come out. Oh, God. I don't want to. I'm just going to live back in the corner. I'm going to mind my own business. And I'm going to be alive. And you're going to be alive. And we're all going to be alive. Decisions. What is most normal? Connecting here is most normal, right? I want to cut here first so badly. Cut for no, I'll do that later. Another video, I'll introduce cutting for Aji and things like that, I guess. But if we cut here, right now, he connects. Then I play here, he defends. I defend here, and he has to take out that stone. But that stone, like in a Ko or something else later on, oh, that's not the right move. I can Atari the 1 stone now. Ow, that's game over, I think. I'm Sente. That's Sente for me, right?
Countdown has begun.
Guess I'll solidify this and just seal this up and we'll call it a day. Threaten to kill off 2 stones. Just Hane on up. Hane on out. Do I have to worry about this at all? I don't think I do. But it wouldn't be the first time I was wrong. Maybe I should get some shape here. Yeah, let's get some kind of shape in here. Because if I get cut off, maybe I can be, maybe I can't be. No real reason to risk it. He's going to try to live back here. Yahtzee. You know what? That's fine. I said that was fine, right? Take my corner. Don't let him come into this area. Honey? Oh dear, is he dead? Now I'm going to connect. Pawn A again. If he cuts, it actually doesn't matter. But maybe you're not aware? Oh god, I should kill him.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm tempted to let him live. I'm tempted to let him live. Because if I throw in right now, he's dead.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm letting him live. I can't believe I just let him live. Because I let him live in Sente. But yeah, I just let him live. Alright, looks like we have Sente again. That's good. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Can play here because I don't want him to come in. Guess I can threaten to kill off 2 stones. Guess we're in endgame now. Threaten to kill off this. Wait, that's wrong, right? If I chuck in right now and he blocks there, I can extend, he blocks, and then I play there and he's dead. If I play there and he plays there, I go back. That was still co. Oh well. I will threaten a monkey jump. Intriguing. He does wish to cut. I don't see a way to net this. I play here, he plays... Yeah, let's just say I don't see a way to net this. Long story short, I do not see a way to net this. So that means this group and this group both have to live. This group only has this for shape. So this is the more important group, right? Now that we're connected or cut off, we can identify group,
3.
Base, no base. So we need to make a base here. Right, with this group. So we're gonna use this little hanging connection here as a way to get our second dice. See? Just like that. There. Now we're nice and secured. I want to keep this connection, very much so, so I will allow him to get some territory in here. Yep. Careful, I can Atari that stone now. Good move. I have to not block here, otherwise he would then take and I'd be in trouble. Okay. He still needs to like really play this move. Remember, I can kill this stone now, so I don't really care about anything else that's down there. Alright. Guess I'll play down. Whatever. I'm not going to continue reading that out. That's not nice. I will instead go and kill this stone.
7.
No, I can play here. I'm not dead. Now, are you supposed to play here or there? Oh god, I don't remember. If I play here, then I'm losing the threat of this. So I definitely want to play here, I feel. Because if I play here, I'm threatening to go underneath. Yeah, okay. Now, if I play there... Does it matter if I play this one or this one to live? I guess maybe not. I'm not sure, actually. Though N19, he gets to play the other one. Now I have 2 rooms, 2 eyes, rather. That is a good way to look at it, though. When in Life and Death, you're just trying to, like, create 2 rooms, you know? So if I play here, I get to take. If he plays here, but I got 2 outside liberties, so he's trying to hit the Seki, but I can see that I don't have to respond just yet, because I can count to 3, so I think I'm good. Instead, I'm just going to keep, excuse me, I'm just going to keep playing here, I suppose. Gonna bite into this area a bit. Okay. I will actually play here, because I don't intend to do any, like, weird clampy stuff. Part of the reason why I'm backing off so much in this game, I should tell you, is because I thought the last game, I wasn't entirely certain if I was being too aggressive or not in some of those moves. Respond because he can poke, which he's doing anyway, it looks like. Keep the stone. I can threaten to go here now. He didn't read it. If I push up again, I'm threatening to cut off this, so he can't actually save his stones. I'll let him go back and save them though, it's fine. It's cool. Threatening to poke. Okay, that's good. I'll take this one, because if he does it, then I gotta fill in. I don't really feel like filling in. He gets to do this. He cuts me. I connect. He goes there. I guess we're fine. Then I can read to 1. So I think it's okay reading to like 1 and 3. So this group should have died, though it should live, but he kind of almost killed it. This group can still die whenever I feel like it, which is really getting me tempted. I need to like poke at this and force him into life here. Or needs to play here, maybe? I mean, then it's kind of I don't know. But I'll review all this. These little instances of death. This area, this area, this area. I'll review these. And I want to go back and highlight this again, because this could have been so much more, but then he let me turn. Technically this is the better answer, I think, because I'm threatening if he connects I can like take that point. Please be careful. Must. Yeah. I can take this. Again, forcing him to play there. I don't know. Please, play here. So my territory is here, here. Okay, now he's alive. Excellent. Oh, I guess I'll play this one. Right. Take an extra point. Am I going to play here ever? No, right? Because if I play here, he plays there. And then there's no weird stuff. So we're good. So I can go ahead and play this with authority. Or impunity, rather. Not really authority. This should have been played a long time ago. Go ahead and play here. Now you can throw in, but it doesn't really matter. Where do you play? Ah, there. Gotcha. Okay. I can play here. He's gonna play there. I'm gonna play there. He's gonna play there. I'll probably play this one just to knock off any shenanigans. I don't really want to have to deal with like cuts and stuff. Oh, that actually would have been a better one, but okay, that's fine. So there's this one now. I think that's the last. There's this and there's this. Do I ever have to... If he plays there in the Atari, so I actually have to do that, don't I? Ugh. Yeah, otherwise he throws it in and kills me. Okay. I didn't have to do right then, mind you. My endgame is not good. Sure. So I win by 18.5. Let's go ahead and review the game. I think this is a bit more of a normal kind of game. I will say that I had a nice game with you. It looks like he's going to stick around. Okay. So in this particular game, this is a very special move for when you really, really want influence. A lot of time you can actually push through and go and cut and play aggressively. But I didn't really want to do that, so I just took my territory. I think he should probably continue taking his influence at that point, but he kind of resorted into almost a Jiseki, right? It's almost as if like we had played this kind of deal. Like almost. It's almost that, you know? But not really that, not quite. We're over one, but that's okay. Here I'm completely fine. If I played here, for example, or if he played here, for example, my next move would probably just been to play here. He can take this, because I mean, I'm confident, without even counting, I'm confident that this side is larger than that side. So I'm fairly okay with what we're getting here. Plus I can get this, he can get the last large move. But again, it's a question of who's getting more, you know? I think I'm fairly confident that I'm getting more than he is at this point, so... He goes here instead. I took that away. I'm still not entirely sure that's the right idea. I think it's okay. It forces him to, like, live. I like that he's trying to, like, remain solid, but he needs to really come out. High Knight of 3 stones, double High Knight of 3 stones. This is 2 stones again, so we're going to do the same thing. Now, what you might say, but what about if he cuts you? Okay. Then we Hane. And then without even reading, we can see that he's dead. Right? It's pretty straightforward. You need to refuse game invitations, keep getting them. So he could do that, but he really can't. He could play the Atari, he could extend, he can back off and back off, but then all I gotta do is just get shape, and then I'm fine here. As long as I protect this, I should be okay. So either way, this is colossally bad now. And the minute I didn't have that option, because it's the same thing here, right? If he plays this and plays there, then I have to think about, like, okay, does this work? Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Not really. It's kind of difficult. There's a lot of Aji in there. I probably wouldn't have in the actual game. I probably would have been content to, if he does this, to just play here and then play this way. Because this is still more than good enough for my purposes. Maybe even a small little extension from it. And then we're just fine. And then this area becomes so small. I mean, look at what it could have been, right? In the beginning of the game, it could have been so much more if you adhere to proverbs. Just really basic proverb. Like, if you want to build here, if that's what you want to do, then don't let your opponent hide ahead of 2 and 3. Right? That's about as basic as you can get, right? So here we hide ahead of 2 and 3. Here we didn't have any more proverbs, so we protected. I didn't want him to Atari. Maybe that's a small move, but I don't care. He took large points. Yeah, actually, instead of this one, I'm 90% certain I should be like throwing the hammer down on him. Because if he manages something here, right? The area just turns around and becomes over here, and I have to like invade this huge area. You can't just spend the entire game invading all over the place. It's just not that kind of game. If you're only making a few points, your opponent's making more, guess what? You lose, right? So, alright, we did this. We took our enclosure because it was the last corner. This dies pretty horribly. I'm pretty sure I can just go ahead and play here in order to kill it. Because I can actually block right there. So this is dead. He can cut wherever he feels like. Act doesn't work. If he does this, I could just take... No, I couldn't take, because then he lives. Well, even that's pretty good. But yeah, I can just like back off, I guess. Not looking too great. Man, not looking too great. So we could kill that. I like that he defended. Then we just got ourselves some area. We denied him the side. He went after this side, so went after his corner because it was available. And now, yes, you absolutely can play here, if you so feel like. My cut doesn't work, right? Right to his stones? I don't think he should double Hana here, though, to be honest. I think he probably should have gone the other way on this one, block this way. And then, I don't know. I actually know. Scratch all of that. I don't like this move. I think this move should be here. This move is a lot better. Now it's solid. I'm not going to do this for the same reason as before. I have to be careful because there are ways to kill you if you invade that. Right now I wouldn't. I'm confident my outside is too strong. So white shouldn't play the kill variation. But the kill variation is there. And even when the kill variation isn't there, you have to consider Ko. That could also be a problem, right? So you're not going to 3-3 a small knight. Said he played there. He lost his territory here. Now this is his biggest. And that's just not enough. I was actually surprised that he lived back in there so easy. I guess I should have played this move at some point. I think to make sure he's alive, you should probably play here. Because you're alive. You live. I mean, I get to get underneath, but that's life, man. Legitimate, not even something that I didn't let happen. That's just life. Should I have played here first? Only problem is, then we get into this kind of thing, and this gets really irritating really quickly. But it's dead, right? He plays here, I play there. Maybe not. Okay. Don't defend that way. Maybe defend this way. This way seems like a better defense. But as long as he can't get his other eyes, then he's just dead. So you can see this just doesn't go anywhere. But we defended, and that's fine. Oh, right at the top. If I throw in here, he blocks. You can see that there's this. So there's only one eye here still. If he goes this way, I can go here. He can take the stones we throw in there, and he's also still dead. So you can see that area is pretty easy to... How did that actually turn into that? I guess even from here, it was just dead. He's just enclosed. I lied. This wasn't a good move. He needs to just play... Come on. He needs to just live. Now I can't do anything about that because I can't, like, do that, right? That's... The beginning wasn't that difficult. I think everyone should be able to play this kind of game against someone who's this unreasonable. All we just took territory. Like, we're making points here, we're making points here, he's not making points here. That That's what gives us the assurance that we're doing okay here. If our moves are giving us territory, giving us points, and his moves are not, then unless we do something really, really bad in that game, we should be pulling ahead, because we're making territory and they're not. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, Dwyrin here again, back with a series devoted to making you players just that much better at the game. We are, of course, here with my basic series. I'll be on KGS today, as you can plainly see. Now, today we're going to be starting our 10, 9, 8 queue kind of thing, depending on who actually plays us, because, quite frankly, a little bit difficult to get a game on KGS. Now, after this game is played, it should be noted that we would have had games, multiple 5 queues, games 2Q, game 8Q, so pretty much well, not everywhere, but a wide variety of the Q spectrum. So it's fairly safe to say that the basic stuff will be working pretty much wherever you are. Also want to point out again that after this we would go back to 5Q, where we'll be introducing some cool things, because it seems like you guys wanted to see them as well, where we start to introduce ideas like basic Go, but maybe you can build with basic Go, or basic Go, and maybe you can be a bit more aggressive with basic Go, and that sort of deal. Alright, so finally got a game. As you can see on the unfortunately though, I don't appear properly set up for said game because the names aren't quite working out so well. But we do have a game, I promised, against a 9Q, and I'm going to play just dual 4-4 openings, I think. He played a 3-4 stone facing me. Now, one of the basics of Go is that you want to approach on the larger side. So if I really were to count lines between the 2-4-4 stones, then count the lines between the 4-4 and the other 4 stone, and then count lines between the 4-4 and the 3-4 stone, find that this area is the largest side, so I'm going to approach it. I'm also going to approach it high because I have 2-4-4 stones that denote more of an influential style of play. I also want to apologize right now if I'm a little bit darker in my camera right now. It's kind of warm. I don't really want to put in that many lights as I usually put in order to light up this area properly for when I'm recording, so it's a little bit dark. I hope you guys can just not care about that. You're pretty attached to me, so I'm going to Hane. So I would be kind of silly to let him just like build a wall straight under my stone. I have a cutting point, so I'm going to protect it. And then I'll get an extension, I think. Seems pretty straightforward. Extension can be high or low here, it doesn't really matter. High is a little bit more in line with the high stone. I might just go, hello there, sir. This is interesting. He decided not to complete what I know to be Jiseki and play here. I also still want that base. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play really, really simple. I know that this continues to finish this off as a base, so I'm going to continue and finish myself off with a pincer that is also a base for my stone. I pride myself in getting a base with this group, so I'm going to continue doing such things. Attached to my stone, so I think I'm gonna Hane. Am I gonna Hane around to extend? Either or are completely a-okay. Yeah, either or are fine. This leads the cut point behind. I know that's fine because I have a nice strong position here. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually just gonna extend up. Extension is pretty strong response. If he follows, I'm going to Hane at the head of 2 and 3 stones, because that's a basic thing that we know about. Problems are amazing. He dove into the corner. You saw my hand instantly go into the right answer. I don't want to connect up his stones because it's weird. I have a wall that faces nothing. I want to kind of separate this little cornerstone from these 2 stones, because usually we try to divide and conquer when at all possible, and I just don't want to give him all of this area when all I'm getting is like a 2 or 3 stone wall max with no extension. If I had an extension here of some kind, I might give serious consideration to thinking about, you know, maybe I could go ahead and do something like that. But there's no development there, so the wall wouldn't be very useful, so we're going to split. I will extend. Hane would be very, very bad there. If you do not realize that, now you do. I don't know what I want to do here. I could fight him, or I could decide not to. I'm just going to extend. Alright, he did not keep turning. He did not keep coming out, so I will turn. I was about to view these as Miai. Now, I know this is alive, but this is Sente getting this exchange in. He can live in the corner, it's completely fine. He doesn't need that. That's a weird move. Like, if you thought there was danger here, wouldn't you Hane this? That's so strange. That is so strange. But okay, I got this like weird clumpy group. He's alive. I don't have any kind of extension or base or anything backing up this group, so I'm just going to defend it. I'm defending my group first. Like, there's corners open, I know, but I'm worried that this group is a bit weak. Weak groups come before corners, sides, and centers. So I am going to bug out and give this a little bit of extension, like so. Okay. Now I will go back to corner, side, and center and defend my corner, keep him out of it, because that's a really easy way for him to live. So I want him to not go and live in there. I will Hane again, because I don't want him going under my stone. I'm going to connect, because if I drop down, he gets to Hane, and that's a little bit awkward for that cutting point. We have to read out like what happens. Like, do I Hane again? Can he cut and like run back over to that stone? I don't really know, and I don't really feel like having to read that out ever. So I'm just going to play here. Now I can Hane, and I'm happy. He has to extend back. Cool. Cool. Am I still weak? Do I view myself as a little weakling still? If I do, I probably should give myself some shape. I'm not really inclined to playing this way. Like, I push, he Hanes, I push, he drops down, then I push, and then he drops down again, and then, but do I push again, and then surround my own corner? That seems a little bit stupid. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to chill and kind of like jump on out here now and get myself some shape. Rather than surround myself, because surrounding things is really, really big in this game. I'm just going to do this. I'm still out. I mean, that didn't change the fact that I'm out. So we go back to corner, side, and center. This surrounding is good, so let's go ahead and surround it while we can. Actually, no, that's bad. Basic series, I should be in the right mind for basic series. I should have gone for the corner first, but this is okay. I'm going to defend my corner here as well. Give myself a little bit of territory. He played there. I will approach. Now we're reverting back in something a bit more normal. There we go. Normal game, I would invade the 3-3 instantly, because the 3-3 is a little bit, that's what I'm looking for. Very strong against the large knight. We don't really play a lot of large knights because of 3-3 hassles. Not good. Instead, I'm going to base for myself. I might give him this. You know what? Let's give him it. Really want to get... Yeah, come on. That's really... Yeah, do it. We'll do it. I'll go corner into extension... like so. Should we know that this stone is low, this stone is low, this stone is low, and there's a gap here. So I can play cap. All of these caps are completely something that I can play. I can play attach. Those are moves that I can play as well. And I can play shoulder hit. All of those are potential. This is why you don't really want to keep a bunch of low stones, because all of those stones are actually pretty good in terms of forcing your opponent to stay low and do things. Now, this stone is just trying to like harass this area. I don't care, but it's also threatening to like cut off this group. I don't like that at all. So I'm going to try and ensure that can't really happen. There we go. I think we've ensured that can't happen, right? Does that look a little sketchy to you? If he plays there and I play there and he tries to come out, I have to do some reading, and I don't really want to do that. Ever. Alright, I'll make table shape. Alright, this group, I guess will come on out as well. Don't want it to get surrounded. This group is running to this group, so I guess I'll just, like, be Gandalf and say, you shall not pass. Because, I mean, my group is fine. Like, I made table shape with this group. This group is pretty good. Connect up. Hane. Since he's letting me Hane, might as well Hane. I can, like, poke things and... Nope, okay. Don't want to ignore that. That's my base. My base is important to me. I like my base. Oh, this is the part where we realize that we can kill things again. But let's do something a little bit larger. Let's just take this game. And let's focus on the importance of surrounding things. Okay? So here's what I mean by... It's a little bit early for what I was going to do, but let's focus on an interesting topic here. Like, I don't care if this group lives or dies, I can kill it, but we're not going to. Same thing with this thing. This group can probably die as well. Yeah. And this one can be surrounded, but I don't care about any of that right now. The larger thing at work here right now is the fact that he's just trying to, like, make, like, a little two-eyed group here, and a two-eyed group here, and a two-eyed group here. That's really, really small, because that's inviting me to do really cool things, like, say, can I completely surround you? Like, that is a very, very large thing to say. And you don't want to go around and getting all of your groups surrounded. You know, none of my groups are surrounded right now. Like, this group is out, this group is out, this group is out. Like, all of these groups are happily out in the middle, right? And that's a lot better than having a bunch of groups that aren't, that you're allowed to get completely surrounded because, you know, they can live, they know they're not going to die. But just because they're not dead doesn't mean that you did good. So what do I want to do here? Like, you can see me going back to playing this move. I would like to post them, but it doesn't work. This one leaves this as a weakness. To be fair, I want to play this first and then surround it. That would be forcing. That'd be amazingly forcing. God, I don't know. Let's just develop this area. Instead, we're going to do it with a cap. So, you know what? Gosh darn it, we're doing it with a cap. Get capped. That's what we've been doing so far. We've been getting capped. We've been playing caps on groups and stuff. So we're going to go and cap. Now I'm going to play here to... No, we're not going to kill. We're going to respond to the shoulder hit. I can lean. I can Hane. He extends. I extend. He connects. I can Atari. He connects. I got this move now, and then I can, like, play something over here. I will give him one response out of me because the Atari is kind of important. High end 2 and 3 that matter now when I can't connect up, so I'm going to temporarily. Well, yeah, I'll Hane it because I want to grow this area. Ooh, he's trying to disconnect me. I think that might be a bad idea. I mean, I can try and play this instead, which has ramifications against this corner. But I guess this will be fun. Alright, that I'm not going to do. That I refuse to do. Because you can see, when you poke, they don't have to respond. They can lean against a group next to you in order to get stronger, right? So, there's that. I guess that's not an I, is it? Doot, and then I Hane in. He Atari's I Atari right there, and it's kind of strange. Let's go back to doing whatever we were going to do initially, which is the Hane here. The extend. The Atari, I think, is a little bit silly, so we're not going to Atari. We're going to go and play here instead. Just kind of develop this area. Because I can see right now, like, even if I only get this area right here that I'm highlighting right now with my mouse, like, this looks like it's still larger than like the point or two he's getting over here, like the point or two he's getting here, the point or two he's getting there. So you can see the value of really not giving that to your opponent. This is an Atari, so I don't know what that's doing. I can drop down so he can't Hane. I'll just block him out. Like, this is begging me to kill it. This is so begging me to kill it. It's like, can you please? It's like, well, I really don't want to. Like, but I would really like you to kill me. Fine. I'll schedule you in for my 5 o'clock, okay? How about that? Ooh, what's this? Cut and extend, but I just connect, so it's not really anything. Okay. Atari. And then I guess I'll connect. Now, this area here is mine. Looks like that could be a thing, so I'll prevent him from coming back in and connecting. Connect like so. I'll just block out his little eye. This can't live in the middle. It just can't. And I'm not going to let him live for no reason, so... Now, this might be a little bit tricky to read, that if he like plays here and goes there and then goes there and I go there, it doesn't really go anywhere because it's dead. But you know what? That one might be tricky, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and I'll just connect over here like so. Okay. No, it might be tricky. He could Atari me, but I connect and Atari him. Alright, there we go. It's a bit more honest, don't you think? There we go. Just play the Hane, and now he's dead. Because this is his shape still. It's the only shape that he has, like this right here. So this group is dead. Now the dangerous thing about this game, though, is from this game, it's really easy to say, oh man, like I was doing okay, I was reducing him and whatnot, but then, I died in the middle, I need to work on my life and death. That's not what you need to look at for this game. If you're in a position or if you've been in a position like this, that's not what you need to take away from your game. You take away, like, how did that middle grow? What was going on there? Like, out of nowhere, it just kind of blossomed into something. You need to go back and figure out how those center moves were able to be played against you, what you were doing when the center moves were, being built up like that. How many groups did you have at the time? Are you being surrounded? If so, what can you do about that? All of these things are more important than that. I mean, this group is still not alive. This group's not really alive either. Can I, like, point it out to him? If I go here, he's going to reduce me heavily. I feel like the only territory I have is this, though. But I feel like any aggressive move I play against him is just going to kill him. I mean, I'll poke at him, I guess. I'll let him live. I'm going to play here. If he plays this and then there, he's okay. I can't kill it. Yep, there we go. Interesting move, but okay. I didn't Hane because it gets weird. If I play here, does he do anything? I think my case is buzzing. I'm not sure how long that's been going on. Hopefully not all video. I don't know. Is that a thing? Maybe not. Let's just do some endgame, I guess. He can Atari me, but then there's a cutting point still here, so yeah. I can play here now. So you can see this is a pretty good endgame. I got to like get this, and I'm like dropping him back all the way to here. Which is pretty nice. Oh, that works too, but he still has to connect, so it's fine. Roger, roger. Endgame down here is worth a thing. Actually, I think endgame over here is worth a thing. Does that actually kill him? I didn't even check it out. Maybe it did. Yeah, maybe. Okay. That's fine. I'll take his corner then. Atari the one stone. And then connect. Atari would have probably been bad, because if I didn't Atari that stone, the clamp there is actually a thing. Because if he drops down, I go up. And then that's pretty big. That would have been huge. It'd be huge, man. I kinda wanna go and grab a couple points. Like, I feel so at odds just like poking these points out. Because he's just like so close to dying everywhere. Like, if I Hane here and he plays there, I get to cut and kill this. And then if he connects, that's just not enough room to live here locally. So that's dead. I don't want to kill, though. I don't want to kill any of his groups. That's not, like, the basis for what we're doing. I killed this because it was completely surrounded and he was trying to live in the center, that kind of thing. I'm not really allowed to get away with when it's, like, that solid. Like, that isn't going to work. So, fun fact, if I throw in here right now, he has to connect, and I throw in here, and he's still dead. I'm gonna go and play here, though. Now he's got Miai here and here, so I can't kill him. Which is cool. So there's no question that that's gonna, like, not be a thing. So yes, after this game, I think we're going to concentrate 5Q tag him again, which is going to be interesting because we're going to try to figure out how to build using basic moves. You kind of got a hint of it in this game with how I kind of just like looked at my opponent's stones and asked myself, well, what can I do? Can I lean against this? Is it possible? I even actually told you a lot of the force moves that I had on the bottom of the board. With the caps, with the shoulder hits. Moves to add to that will be small knights. Those actually can be pretty useful. So be identifying what we can force out of our opponent, how we know we can force that out of our opponent, and how we should think about our games once we identify, these forcing moves. Now, admittedly, not every game is going to be a game in which you can build, and we'll have to be going after that as well. Hopefully we get a couple of games where we can see the difference there as well. So here's forcing moves because I can throw and then connect back, so this is forcing. It's also annoying because if he ignores me, and even if I just like poke through and he goes there, then he has to fill in this. That's not a lot. That's not a 9. He has to fill in that. That's not a 9. That actually is painful, but I won't do it. I'll just show him this one instead, so he fills in there and there. But you can really see, like, let's count his groups. He's got like 1 group here, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups, 6 groups, 7 groups. Proverbs. Again, proverbs are amazing. The serial I did back in December, really, really important in understanding those proverbs, because if you have that many groups, typically, Proverbs says at least one of them should die. You're going to exchange this one, I think, now, right? Make that false, maybe? Or is he going to throw in? Okay. This is okay. I think. If he throws in... I didn't read this out properly, did I? If he throws in and I connect and he drops down, the Hane kills my eye. So he drops down, I drop down. He goes there. I might have to play this? No, I go here. He goes there. I go there. But then he throws in, and then Atari's, and then I gotta connect. And he backs off. I follow. If all those liberties are gone, he goes there, and then that's Seki. Kinda weird. If I play here, that's false. If I play here, it's going to be false as well. Doesn't really matter. It's false no matter what. I'll just go ahead and play here. Can't see a way to keep these stones. It doesn't seem to work. Yeah. I think I might have to play this. If he plays there, and I fill, he drops down, I can clamp. He plays the Hane, I have to connect. He turns... But then I have to descend, and then he goes there, and he's got an eye at that point, and I have an eye. That might still be Seki. He drops... I Hane. Does a Hane do better? He Hanes, I connect. He has an eye. Again, every variation he just gained that stupid eye. I think I'm okay. I'm going to go ahead and play here so I don't have to take the stone, and so he can't... This is probably a bad move. You know what? That requires reading. I'm going to play R3, because that's a questionable spot, and a lot of Q players would probably defend it, so I'm going to defend it too. That's a lot of reading, going yeah, whatever. I'll defend that in a minute. Or after I defend these things first. Maybe here now? Nope. Okay. Alrighty. I promised to defend it, right? So, actually, let's poke this first. And then I'll defend it. There we go. Got in one more Sente move before I did that. You aren't gonna do that, right? No. So yeah, lots of fun stuff coming up. In terms of the basic series. I've had a lot of good feedback from people who've been enjoying the basic series. I got an email from someone, actually. I might as well read it out because it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. I won't tell you who it's from. We'll protect that at least. Yeah, he said, I've been watching your lessons for a while. Thanks for your lessons. I've been trying really hard to keep my game simple, focus on the basics. Make sure my groups are strong, no crazy stuff. He goes on to say, he just keeps on winning. Simple and solid is all you need. Even when my opponent is being stupid, I don't rush to kill him. I just remain calm and it works. So I'm really glad it's working for you guys. I'm glad this series is really helping. Because comments like those are why we keep doing this. In terms of endgame, let's just play here. So yes, thank you very much for that email. I hope it continues working for you. If I play here, he's going to play there. Yeah, there's nothing here, so I'm just going to go and connect. I can be greedy and try and take a point, but there's... just gets poked. That's actually pretty reasonable. I guess you get that one for free. Okay. I don't know. He should poke now? No, if he pokes, I can poke. He comes in. This is this one would have been bad. This would have been bad. Because if I play here, he goes and gets he gets the 2 points for free. If he plays here right now, I'm gonna lose a point, but I can make sure that this is not ever going to be a point. So this is just one. Yeah, like that right now. I could go ahead and poke there. If he lets me cut that off, then this dies. So he has to go there, then I get to go there. So he didn't make any points from here, where here he would have made 2. He would have made 2, and I would have kept 1, right? Yeah, I play here, I keep this point. He plays there, he gets 2. I play this way, because he poked there, he gets none, and I lose 1. So that's better endgame. This is endgame. That's endgame. Yeah, it's like 1 point here, 1 point here, 1 point here. That's all that's really left. Yeah, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. So I would say this is probably Miyai. He takes that one, I take this one. I think he actually needed that one. And then I take this one, he takes that one. Or he's, dead. And then I take this one, and then he takes that one. He takes that one, I take this one, and he takes that one. So there, 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 and then we're done. Yeah, that should be the end. That should be it. That should be it. That should be it. Sorry about the names, though. I would like to show you the names and stuff, but as you can see, this is aligned for my lectures, which is a little bit different than being aligned for your actual games, because in a lecture, everything's slightly adjusted because there's like a extra little bit here for your microphone and underneath for the SGF timeline, or SGF tree, sorry. Oh, I missed that one. Okay, that's good. Yeah, good. Atari, yep. That's a good one. I missed that one. Yeah, that's free. Anything else I missed? I don't think so. Right? Nothing else? Nah, nothing else. I'm almost one group, but not quite. So we go here, go there, ignore it, or you can respond to it, doesn't really matter. Okay, I guess you can. It doesn't make any difference either way. I mean, I can't cut through you. Yeah. So all of these get taken away, and I don't have to take. There's 2 liberties. He goes there, I take, and there's no throw-ins. Okay, we're good. So there's this, I guess. And then there's that one, and that's it, right? Now it's the end of the game? You think I have to play here again? I removed that liberty. I've got 2 still. Disagree. So I'll even step into you. There's 2 there. There's 2 liberties here. I think we're good. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. He's content. He's gonna do something, obviously. So let's get rid of Dame again. There we go. Dame gone. So let's see what he wants to do now. There's 2 liberties there. What are you gonna do? It's gonna pass. Okay. That works. So that's dead. And yeah. Oops. There we go. 58.5. Okay, not bad. Bites for the game, and he left. I'm gonna review the game. So that's kind of a shame that he did, but okay. So in this particular game, right, so right away you need to be careful of putting your 3/4 stone facing your opponent, because that's very, very dangerous to do. If you're playing a non-basic game, I would go so far as to say one thing you don't want to do in this game is probably play this way, because you get to extend off of the 4/4 stone while attacking. You're doing 2 things at once before like move 10. That's crazy. So he played here, which is actually better. I mean, he's not pinceling me. But it would be better off if he just like played a 4/4 point, or if he just played a 3/4 stone facing his side. So now this is okay. That's not what I want to do. So now this is the largest side on the board. So I'm going to wind up approaching, and by approaching, let's go ahead and put the by approaching whatever, he gets to kind of like develop off of his corner while he's putting pressure on me if that's something that he wants to do. So that's why we typically see games going along that kind of basic way. So we have that instead. Jacek used to play here, and then I'm probably going to play there. At this point, both A and B side are pretty much equal. You can decide which side you want to approach. The same number of lines between D4 and Q4 as Q4 and Q16. I'd probably approach the corner because it seems to be the most active one on the board right now. And then I guess black would probably back off. Or maybe this, but it's kind of sketchy if you go into this Jacek or not, because there's an invasion point here, so it gets a little bit hard to do. But you can play it. I played here. Time to change directions. Leave this behind. Sorry. Absolutely leave this behind. Because if I play here, and we play here, and I go there, and I'm like, I don't want you to do that. And we play something along the lines of this. This is going to be like Aji later on, right? I have to be careful. I have to be so freaking careful. There's like a ton of Aji there. Like, what do I do? Do I kill that Aji off? That's Sente. Now that's like corner, corner, corner. And there's still Aji here. So it's not the end of the world. Just like leave that behind. It'll be a little poison pill in the middle of what black is doing. It's going to maybe choke him later on. Instead, you're doing this, which is difficult, and then you're doing this, which is bad. I mean, it sucks, but we have to just swallow it. I mean, that is what we agreed. We agreed this is going to happen. I hate that it's going to happen, but we left those 2 stones to die, so they're just going to die now. Said we're doing this. He tries to come out. I get to surround. Surrounding is really, really big. I mean, the minute you go into the corner, you're saying the corner is more important than my 2 stones. That's why I don't want to defend them. And then you decide, you know what, I changed my mind. I really want to defend those stones, so screw my corner. We don't want to like be flip-flop. Try that again. We don't want to be flip-flopping back and forth on what our stones are saying. Otherwise, our opponent doesn't have to defeat us. We defeat ourselves based on the contradictions that just keep coming against each other. So we got that. Make myself a little thing there. No need to be jealous, because again, we can play here, and if I play something like this, we just keep playing Joseki like so. I mean, the board can easily take on this kind of thing. Ideally, whatever, let's edit it in. Ideally, this is already played. Well, this is still an invasion point, right? That's still an invasion point. So that says no, then you can invade here. And then that says no, then you can come out. And then that says no. And again, I'm going to come out again. And then you say no. You can get the idea how hard it is to actually kill something in here, right? It's pretty easy to find life back there when you have that many forcing moves. So we don't have to be crazy yet. We can invade that later. It's really difficult to take an entire side with just like a couple of moves. Bunch of 3 space extensions that's not secure in any way, shape, or form. There's gonna be Aji there. Instead, we jumped ahead. Yeah, so we played here. This is not terrible. I'd jump out though because I need to play faster than this. Coming out, again, so super important. You do not want your groups surrounded. We saw why exactly in this game. Don't be surrounded. It's really basic. This game is called the surrounding game. You want to try to surround your opponents. By definition, you don't want your opponents to be surrounding you. Finished up what he failed to do. Took a corner. I wanted to play here. Because you can see, if we just play this, right? And we can't double Hane. We can't double Hane. If we double Hane, we're just going to die. Like, look at me, I'm double Haneing. Oh, God, we're dead. Okay, so we can't do that, right? We can play here, 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 here. And that's what we have now. You can try to attack this like us. But there's forcing moves there, right? So you have to become... I can't speak at all. Words are failing me. You have to be very careful because this is gonna get you cut and potentially killed the more you try to fight this. Right? So dangerous. So yeah, we can just be like, I'm gonna jump away now. Because what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to cut that? No, you aren't. Whoa, once again, too far. So we played this instead. He comes in immediately. Not liking that at all. In terms of basics, I want this group to be stronger. I want that to be stronger a lot right now. There's some question about the life and death status of this group, right? Because it's like, not really sure 2 eyes are in there. So coming out is also pretty good because I had to be a little bit worried about my group. So there's arguments to strengthen that. And if I were to turn around and say, okay, this territory is mine now because white played there, that's just going to be Sente. You can just keep, building the bottom or whatever you wanted to do. Got myself some shape because shape's important. Split 2 weak groups because that's important. And from here, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, as long as I could just prevent this from connecting and I'll be okay. Like, this is what he's trying to live with right now. That's really tough to live with. It's hard finding even a single eye right now, you know? Like, where are the eyes? Where are the eyes? That's one. You quite literally need twice that. But here we have a lot of influence, so I just like cap something. You can shoulder at something too, that's fine. And I just follow up and make the wall in the middle because I have all that influence, and that's pretty much all I needed. He realized that this area was large. By then, I mean, there's a wall, there's walls. It's just too much. It's just too much. So this is why you don't want all of your groups getting surrounded, because the middle, you can try your heart out to live everywhere, make a bunch of groups and get in the middle, but it's just not going to work because you cannot make 7 groups. I want to stress that again. You cannot make 7 groups in a Go game and think to yourself, yeah, I bet I can live with all of them. Most of the time, you can't, and by trying, you're just going to die. And if you turn around and say, okay, I need to get better at life and death now because of that, that's learning the wrong lesson. Lesson, don't make 7 groups in a game. Hard to get more basic than that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. We'll be back next game where we play a 5 queue and we're going to actively try and build ourselves a framework using what we've learned so far and then just finding some forcing moves to make ourselves a bit of a large area and just see how that goes. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you're enjoying the series. And as always, you're amazing. Every last one of you. Glad you're enjoying the series. And I will see you all next time. Take care, everybody.